Hey everybody, this is Rich, and you're watching my YouTube channel where I play amazing tabletop role-playing games with even more amazing people. This is the fifth of 5 sessions of Masks High School. And I'm pretty excited because not only is it kind of the ultimate of our current arc of the game, but we have at our dirty little virtual fingertips the latest draft of the full Masks book. Magpie Games and Brendan Conway have busted their humps to try to get this thing out because, not for us, they totally want it out for Origins and Gen Con, and this is just part of the process, but we get to yield the benefits. So I've got that for reference. Not that I've read it, because it just came out, and I'm a really slow reader. But I've got it for reference, and I'm pretty excited about that. Now, one thing you'll notice is that you just see me, and the boom is in the shot. I apologize. It seems that something has changed in the code for Hangouts and the Hangout toolbox, nor is Dice Stream working for anyone except one person. Evidently, ASAP is so fast that he was able to get the code and deliver it just to his computer. So no one is going to be able to roll dice on screen except for Will. So Will gets to roll dice for everyone, except for me, because I don't roll dice. Anyway. Also, at the top, I wanted to apologize for anyone who watched last week. I had some technical difficulties, which was 3 consecutive blue screens of death. And by the time that I was able to get my computer working again, the YouTube video had cut off, and I was so frustrated that it just was not wise for us to play a role-playing game. I have ordered a brand new computer, and it arrives on Tuesday. Hopefully, I will not disappear today. This one's been running pretty well for the last 3 days, and it's not like I'm running Hangout Toolbox or anything like that to make it stress out. So, without any further ado, let us get going. So I'm going to start off in alphabetical order because I jacked up alphabets last time. So I'm just going to go with what I know, which is left to right on the screen beneath me. Alex, who are you playing, sir?
I'm playing Kid Ragnarok, the delinquent.
Kid Ragnarok. Until remember, Kid Ragnarok, blue shirt, because he's not going to have a lower third.
Yeah. Just imagine I have long white hair.
Long white hair. Oh, man, all the cool art of Kid Ragnarok. We don't get that. Now, last session, Kid Ragnarok spent the period breaking into President Maelstrom's office at the high school.
Yes.
And pinning it on Pristine, a member of the Superlatives, which is a rival team that has several friends on it of the new Silver Saviors. So
which
he pinned it on
I've
Pristine.
actually felt bad about since then.
Alex feels bad, but not Kid Ragnarok, right?
Yeah.
Yeah, there we go. Next is Andrea. Andrea, tell us a little bit about the character you're playing today.
I am playing Pixie, and you will have to imagine me green because she's a plant girl. She also spent last session breaking into the principal's office, but for very different reasons.
Indeed.
For reasons of justice and things.
What did Pixie find any justice there? What did she find?
Oh yes. We learned that Maelstrom is actually recommending students to, I assume, the U.S. government. Which we were told was strictly against both international and also intergalaxy law.
Yeah, that's that's quite some dirt after you staged that protest last week trying to prove that he had hurt a student, and not that anybody cared about Wendy Sumner, but it definitely got a couple things going on with you versus President Maelstrom, who, as a reminder, because it was just a little aside comment, is not currently on campus. He left the night before we began the game, which was the day before Thanksgiving break, which in America is this holiday where you get off of school. Jan, tell us about your character.
Well, first of all, I mean, pictures is not there. He's not human. Okay, look, you have to imagine like a crystal face and body, and he doesn't wear any clothes, and he has like shining little lights inside of him, and he can shapeshift, and he's not very accustomed yet to Earth customs, and Kid Ragnarok gladly takes advantage of that, and drags him into breaking into the principal's office.
Yeah, so Quartz went because of the man putting him down thing. Was there any other reason why Quartz went into President Maelstrom's office other than that's what the team was doing?
No, I don't think so.
I didn't think so. I'm just checking. Cool. Next, we have Jules. Jules, who are you playing?
Hi, you don't have to imagine anything with my character, because I am the Hawkeye. I am playing Katana, who is a martial artist and a sword fighter, who got into this super school for interesting reasons. Well, we don't actually know how she got in, and she has been the more stable, normal, dependable one of this really kind of weird bunch. And she spent last session getting closer to her date, maybe girlfriend, Britt, who is a cheerleader who has special power. It means that she can learn the moves that other people do, I think, right?
Yeah, she just has kind of physical eidetic memory. She can watch someone and completely mimic how they move and how they fight.
She knows Kung Fu.
She does. If she doesn't, you give her a few minutes.
Yeah.
Awesome. Then, last but not least, we have Will. Will, tell us about the character you're playing that we can see.
Well, I'm here for those who don't have an imagination. I have a lower third here. ASAP, as you can see. He's a speedster. He's a legacy. He's very much the fanboy. And apparently he might be getting set up. Not quite sure. We'll see how well that goes.
Yeah, we that was mostly what happened. Was he chatted with Lark, aka Laura, who is currently kind of sort of dating Kid Ragnarok, and some people thought that maybe Laura was hitting on ASAP, but then all of a sudden it flipped around, and she was setting him up, trying to set him up with Hannah, aka Idol. So yeah, the connection that they seem to have together is that they're both superhero junkies, which, hey, who isn't, right, in a world where they really exist? So let's pick up with... We are skipping past the school day, and Laura has cajoled you, or how hard did she have to ask you, Kid Ragnarok, to come? Her explanation was, hey, I'm trying to hook up ASAP with Hannah because they seem like they'd be a cute couple. I need you to come with me for support. That work?
I think it was like, oh, this is going to be so awkward. I'm in.
Sweet. So ASAP, where is it that you agree? Where is it that you end up meeting? Like, where in school?
I don't know. It seems probably the library. I don't know why.
Cool. Now, at the library, ASAP, is this like an after school, you can actually talk at normal volume, you're not going to have some librarian walking around shushing everybody kind of thing?
Yeah, I think so. That they, as long as it doesn't get out of hand.
Cool.
Normal volume.
Normal volume, okay. As we pick up, we have a long shot of Hope Prep, which is kind of think X-Men Academy or X-Men, the Xavier Institute / Jean Grey Institute, whatever timeline you want. Large. Do what?
School for the Gifted, wasn't it?
Yeah, no, you're right. The Xavier School for the Gifted, and I think there's a Jean Grey Institute. Yeah. So we have, like, Massachusetts, older building. It is snowing because we're in November in the upper east coast of America, which is where Halcyon City is. and there are a lot of cars that are all pulling up, and a lot of kids from the high school are grabbing luggage and heading off with families. And then we kind of do a little cool tracking shot showing areas of the school. We go past the slightly ajar door of President Maelstrom's office, but there's no one there. And then we zoom around towards the library, and that's where we see Kid Ragnarok and I don't know. Yeah, so Kid Ragnarok is walking with Laura up to ASAP. ASAP, how are you dressed right now? I mean, let's be honest. School's been over for 5 minutes. You could change into whatever you want. That's why I ask.
Well, Will is not accustomed to snow, so I guess I would probably be in, I don't know, blue jeans, jacket, that kind of thing. Normal street clothes.
Well, he can keep himself warm. You could run on top of the snow. Ooh, like an elf. Sorry, I don't know why that excited me, but hey, okay, Andrew's with me on that one. All right, cool. So Kid Ragnarok and Laura walk up. Hannah is not here, and Laura is texting. Oh, where's Hannah? Let me text her. God, if she blows this off. Ragnar. I see a note. Yes. Okay, so Ragnar has to go to the bathroom, so then Laura walks up. Laura walks up, she's texting, and she says, "Hey, ASAP, is Hannah here?"
I haven't seen her. I mean, I've been here since, a second since the bell rang.
Oh, that's cute. Can you do like a perimeter searchy thingy really fast?
Give me a second.
Yeah, she's not here.
No, don't find her.
Okay, hold on. She's tapping away. Oh, you can take your jacket off. She taps a few more.
Oh, okay.
Oh, she's on her way. She's on her way.
Does that look fine? Is that better? Is that think?
She kind of walks over and checks out your shirt and kind of moves it around a little bit. She actually sniffs you. Okay, yeah, it's fine. It's fine. Yeah, we're good.
I could shower again real quick if I need to.
No.
Take but a minute.
No, you're good.
Okay.
You're good.
Cool.
I was just double checking. You're fine. You smell good. You smell Axe, so you're fine.
Oh yeah.
By the way, Axe not worth it. Don't use Axe.
It reacts to the hyperspeed. It's really bad.
Wow, I did not know that. That's pretty. Huh. Did you figure that out, or were you told that?
Unfortunately, yeah. It actually ignites. Yeah, there was an incident. It wasn't pleasant.
Yeah.
I didn't have much clothes left when I finished running. Yeah.
Okay, that's pretty awesome. And then coming down the hallway from behind Laura, you see Hannah. I will show the picture of Hannah to remind people because it's been a long time since she was on screen. So let me Here is Hannah. I have an alternate picture of Hannah that we may see in a minute, but we'll go with this Hannah because that's the Hannah you know. She is very short. She's like 4.5 feet tall, and she's like a tiny little thing, and she's wearing like an orange dress. It looks okay, but she probably could use some help in the dressing herself department. And she comes kind of stomping up. She's wearing oh shoot, what are those things called? Like the boots that have the fur lining at the top.
Uggs?
Yes, thank you. Yes, she's wearing a pair of those Uggs, and she's walking and she glances at you. She's mostly looking at Laura, and Laura says, "Hey, Hannah, Jesse here." And Hannah looks over and she says, "Oh, hey."
Hey.
Sorry, I thought I was muted.
And then Laura picks it up and says, "Did you know, Hannah, that Jesse is going to be at PAX Supers?" And she looks at you to like expand on that ASAP.
Oh, yeah, yeah. I'm gonna be going there. I try to get there every year, but yeah, I'm gonna get there this year too. Are are you going?
Yeah, but I mean, I'm not. I'm just going. I'm not there. Like they didn't accept my like application. Like I'm not
Well,
showy enough or something.
I mean, I didn't get anything. I mean, I'm just at one of the signing tables, but it's not like a big thing. It's like in the back or something.
Oh, so you're like ASAP there, right?
I For a little while anyway, a couple hours, I think.
Are you
My
going
dad
with your
got it
parents?
set up.
Oh, your dad? Oh,
Well, I mean, he'll be there. I mean, I won't be like with him, but I mean, he'll be there.
huh. Is your dad like he retired because of his back injury, right?
Yeah, a few years back, he got taken up by
Right. By
yeah,
Technocrat and Electrobomb. Yeah,
Democrat. Yeah.
I read. I mean, I know it wasn't super public, but there. I mean, there are ways to know if you're really follow stuff.
Well, yeah. There's been a lot of reports on him. Yeah.
Is he
You keep
okay?
up.
Like, is he walking or anything?
Oh yeah. It just I mean he's able to get around and stuff. It's mostly just it really messed with his powers and stuff.
Does he
So
does he have any powers?
not 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 really. I mean, every once in a while if he tries really hard, but obviously he can't go into combat or anything like that. So that's why he had to retire.
So I don't get this. Like, you guys are a family. You have totally different powers. How does that go? Like, I would imagine you'd have the same power set, but it's totally radically different. Like, what's the deal?
Well, like my dad, it's like from a line of when we get to a certain age, we get powers, and it's kind of like passed on from the oldest to each generation. Um, it's like a legacy thing, I guess.
Yeah, but I mean, most legacies they usually have the same power set they pass down. Like Amazing Antonio, he was totally different than your dad. And do you know, or is this a secret, or
It's
some?
it's it's not the same powers. It's kind of part of the legacy uh, ritual, I guess. It kind of the powers choose the person. It's different with every generation. It's kind of unknown kind of thing. It just happens, and then I don't know what makes it, but
Weird. She's just like she's watching. She seems really confused. Like either you're clueless or you're lying to her, and she hasn't figured out which one it is.
and while he's talking, he's probably absentmindedly like toying with the ring and stuff, I imagine.
Neat. Okay, cool. I'm wondering, have we crept up on a possible move here? I opened up the playbooks 4 different times. I don't know why I decided to open up the exact same PDF 4 different times. That is not helpful.
I could see your what is it, piercing the mask? Is
Yeah,
that
but
kind of the necessity?
she can't do that.
Oh.
I'm wondering if like if you're having to act under pressure of some kind, but Rich is just
Yeah, because he's totally not trying to It's the ring that gives me power. And
Speaking of which, I know that it's the same day, but it is a different session. What do you think about the legacy move? Should we write out what we had because we were cut short
I,
before?
yeah, I think because we never saw that kind of come to fruition, it's probably good with. I'm good with keeping it because it was
Cool.
a total fail.
Yeah, I don't see a move here. Just wanted to double check it real quick. Laura speaks up. Hey, I'm gonna go check on Ragnar. You guys are going together, right? You guys are going to the show. Like Hannah, you could. When is it? When are you scheduled at the table, Jesse?
I have to be there like 10 to 12, like right at the beginning. I mean, nobody's really there usually then, but
So
after that,
Hannah,
I'm free.
right after that. So Hannah, you at noon, you just show up, right, and then you guys go like hang out together. That way you have a buddy. Because I totally can't make it this year, Hannah. I'm sorry. Like something came up, and Hannah looks super like she just freezes for a second. She did not see that coming. What do you do?
Yeah, that's cool. I mean, if that's cool with you, Hannah, I mean, I don't mind hanging out with you. I mean, if, if you're cool with it, I, that
Well, I thought you
would be
didn't
cool.
like me because you like went. You didn't ask me because the dance you went all by yourself.
Uh, no, no. I totally spazzed on that. Um, uh, I should have. I didn't think you'd say yes. I don't know.
Well, I guess you'll never know now that I would have. I mean, what I would have said about the thing.
Yeah, it's totally my bad. Uh,
Well, I don't want to hang out with
but
your
and
dad.
but No, no. My dad will be there, but I'm not necessarily going to hang around him. I mean, I can go off by myself. I mean, it's not like I have to stay with him, be chaperoned or anything. If you'd like to hang out, that'd be cool. Just me and you. And we could walk around and see go around and walk.
Well, you have to buy me lunch.
I can do that. That's fine. It's cool.
She
Yeah.
she looks over at Laura, and Laura's like, "See, yeah," and it's like, "Okay, I'll find your table."
Cool. Okay. Yeah. I'll see you there then.
Then she turns around and she starts just walking away. Okay,
Bye.
I'll see you, Hannah. Good job, Jesse.
Sure.
She's super excited.
Oh, I couldn't tell. But okay.
I see a connection.
This is all new. Okay, cool. Okay, good.
She reaches up, she kind of pats you on the shoulder. She's like, "Oh, don't worry. Did you hear how she lit up about just like talk about your legacy and stuff? She's just a little dialed in. That's all. It's good."
Okay,
Oh,
cool.
so check it out. Like Ragnar is coming out, like to stand in line Black Friday with me and my sisters. Isn't that cool?
Oh, really?
Mhm.
That's pretty cool. Yeah.
Yeah, I mean, it's not like meeting my family, but it's meeting the cool part of my family, I guess. Like, you know?
Yeah, yeah. That's pretty cool. Rex is a pretty cool guy.
Yeah, I think it's kind of amazing you guys are friends. Like, I really didn't think once you found out that, it would work out again.
It, it was a little rough at first, but it's not his fault. I was a little mad at first, but I mean, he definitely doesn't. He stood on his own and didn't side with them. I think that made it easier to accept.
Well, if it if it ever gets too tough, you let me know. We could always use a speedster in the superlatives.
Oh, thanks. I mean, I really like my team. I appreciate it. I mean, if it gets to that point, yeah.
Okay, cool. Yeah, because I'm like waiting any day now for Britt to try to get on your team, so we'll be short somebody that's physical. It just, you know,
Oh, Britt's trying to get on our team. Oh,
I don't know. Like she's super into Katana, so I just kind of figure it's a thing.
Hmm.
Has Katana mentioned anything about it?
I no. I mean, I know they're like dating, but I mean, that's all I knew.
Huh. Interesting. Oh, maybe it's just like a one-sided thing. I don't know. Cool.
I
Hey, I kind of fibbed about the whole PAX Supers thing. So if Hannah gets like if it's a train wreck or you need somebody to rescue you, um, like you can text me. I'll be around probably.
okay, sure.
Right.
You like
Just
you put
just remember she's like she's got a good heart, but sometimes she can be a little intense.
oh, okay. Uh, how so? Should like what what does that mean?
Oh, um, well, she's a little demanding and she's kind of an only child, and seeing as how she has the ability to take over people's bodies and use them like a puppet master, she's used to getting her way. But she respects you, and I don't think she would ever violate that. But it just kind of changes her mindset. You know what I mean? Like, I think I read a comic once where somebody said, when you can throw a car, it's kind of hard to like follow the boring rules like jaywalking. Does that make
Hmm.
sense?
Uh, yeah. Uh, it- okay. I'm sure it'll be fine.
I am too. I am too. I'm not trying to scare you off. I wouldn't have suggested this if I didn't think that you guys would be great together. You're a really considerate person, Jesse, and I think the two of you would be great for each other. Okay, well,
Okay.
you have a good Thanksgiving, and I'll probably see you at PAX Supers probably.
Yeah, I'll see you around.
She pats your shoulder, and then she kind of traipses off to find Ragnar, wherever bathroom he ended up at.
He turns up and like, right, let's bounce.
She-
Don't go in that
and
toilet.
Laura totally like, God, you, I had to do all the work.
Ah, look at him. I'm gonna point at him. He's a player. He's fine. Look at him. His little face. And
Okay, all right, I'll let it slide. Black Friday though.
deal.
Okay, cool. So let's skip ahead to we're at the end of class, end of school, and people are really going out. Pixie, you've got a meeting set up this evening, but you know your dad is coming by to pick you up. How do you handle that?
So I think Pixie has told her dad that she's got to say goodbye to her boyfriend before she can come home. So she'll find her own way.
She told her dad that?
Yes.
Is that the first mention of a boyfriend?
Yes.
We need to roll back to that conversation, unless this is a text.
Oh, it totally would have been a text.
Okay. Yeah, the text is boyfriend. Who is this boyfriend?
He's an alien.
What country is he from?
He's an alien dad. An alien is all caps.
Then the phone rings.
Hello?
Hey, from another planet, like... Oh, what was that one I saw on CNN? The Savitri?
No, I'm pretty sure they're bad. He's from Sinus.
Like snot?
No, like, it's too hard for humans to pronounce, so we just shorten it to Sinus. He's really cool. He can shapeshift. He looks like a big rock normally, but when he's here, he kind of looks humanoid.
Humanoid? Can you text me a picture of this boy? Is he a boy?
Yes, he's a well, no, sort of. It's complicated, Dad.
How close are you two?
We're dating, so kind of none of your business.
You are underage, and my daughter, so kind of my business.
I would have invited him to meet you, but he's going to go to, like, Slovakia or something to do ambassadorial stuff. So he's really smart.
So, can I see him?
Yeah, you can see him. But after the break, because he'll be in Slovakia.
Is he gone now?
Not yet. We've been out of class like 2 minutes.
Right. So I could head over now, and you could introduce me to this
Dad,
alien boy.
can it
friend.
wait?
Well, if he's leaving for Slovakia, then it can't wait. Okay, when do you want me to pick you up?
What time's the meeting, Rich?
Oh, I'm thinking it's like at night, right? So it's gonna be like,
super.
7 o'clock at night. Of course, it's like, meet me at the Power Brawl place at night.
Nothing sketchy about this at all.
Nothing sketchy at all.
No, he doesn't fly out until later tonight, so like 9?
Does he eat food? We could feed him.
No, he doesn't eat food. He gets nourishment from the sun.
Oh, well, I've got that sun lamp that your sister used.
I don't think that counts.
Okay. I'm trying to be accommodating. I'd really like to see you. I mean, okay. So, all right. So later tonight then, I guess.
Thank you, Dad. You're the coolest.
Goodbye, honey. Yes, I could totally see the therapy bills, like this conversation. So first, she turns into a tree person. Now she's dating some kind of a boy alien from a snot planet.
It's complicated.
Oh my goodness. The parents of young supers group therapy session that someone needs to write that game.
Get Brendan on it.
Ooh, it could have been a stretch goal. Dang it.
Dang it.
If only. All right, cool. So let's skip ahead to Quartz. So Quartz, are you accepting the trip to Nepal?
Yes,
the
Nepal.
ambassador?
Yes.
Excellent.
I am.
I was like, Slovakia? Awesome. It's actually Nepal.
Yeah, it was somewhere in that direction. I don't know. It's not so good at the geography.
Cool. Now, I wanted to clarify a little thing about the ambassador in Nepal. He actually is not heading back to Nepal. He was inviting Quartz to the embassy, so you'll actually be in Halcyon City still. So it'll be the embassy that's in.
Okay.
Yeah. That way, if stuff blows up, Quartz has a chance to show up and unblow it up with his stretching powers and amazing alien genius.
Okay.
Is that cool? I mean, I can roll with you going to
Yes.
Nepal. I just worry that things
No, it's
blow
fine.
up. Awesome. So, I'm imagining that as
I didn't take teleportation as a power, so yeah.
if you have, then we could, you could be totally in Nepal. I'm thinking like stretch limo with like the Nepalese flags on the side type deal. It's sent to pick you up, Quartz, at the prearranged time for like exactly 5:30 after class, and a lot of people have headed out. We can skip ahead to that point with. Have you told Pixie when you're leaving, or?
Oh yes. The exact time, probably down to the seconds.
Sweet. I'm imagining Pixie will see him off. Cool.
Yes.
Is that an on-screen thing, like any conversation that takes place there?
Pixie will give him a big hug and a big kiss. She's like, you should totally get a picture.
Of who?
Of you and the ambassador. This is really important and really cool.
Ah, I see. I should have a picture taken.
Yes. Yes, that is what I meant.
Very well. I will have a picture taken, and I will make sure you will receive it.
Well, I don't want it. I mean, I like pictures of you, but it could go on your wall. Because if you get to meet really important people, you take pictures and you put them on your wall. That's what you do. Or, well, that's what important people do. You're important.
I see. Very well. Is there anything else I should put on my wall?
Not about Nepalese ambassador, probably.
Very well. Then I will do it.
Also, when you get back, my dad wants to meet you. But, no pressure or anything.
Why would there be pressure?
No reason. I mean, you're meeting the Nepalese ambassador, and you're cool with that, so he's probably way more important than my dad.
Politically speaking, I believe so, yes. However, in the grand scheme of things, I think there's not much difference.
Oh, that's sweet. He gets another kiss as a reward.
There's a tiny question mark above his head, like, what did I do?
You gotta figure out some kind of color combo in his internals for confusion.
Yes. Well, there is.
So you go, you have fun. Let me know when you come back.
Very well. I will do that. I will not be far. The embassy is just outside of town.
I know. But still, stay in touch.
I will. With these telephone devices, yes.
Yes, the telephone devices.
Cool.
And then actually,
yeah.
Gets into the car.
Discourse heavy like luggage, because the chauffeur's kind of standing there like looking around for stuff to carry or put in the.
I think he does have like. I'm guessing that he's been prepped a little bit by Pixie, and he's probably got like a little case with a suit.
Well, you can't fold up the suit. It has to go on a hanger. It'll get wrinkled if you put it in a suitcase.
You're like holding a hanger with a single suit on it. That's amazing. I love that. Cool. Of course, the Nepalese ambassador isn't in the car. The chauffeur's relatively pleasant, a little reserved, not wanting to say anything incorrect. Or is Quartz relatively quiet on the ride?
He doesn't know what to say. He's sort of sitting there like, I'm being moved around in a vehicle.
Yeah,
What
I imagine that the chauffeur kind of he looks back and the little the window comes down. And he looks back and he says, "There's a bar with soda and water and juice and alcohol, but I don't know if that's a thing you do. But it's right there, and tumblers and a small fridge with ice if you like drinks cold, sir."
Thank you for the offer, sir. However, we do not partake.
Is there a particular kind of music that you would prefer to listen to on the trip, sir?
Do you have any of that? What was his name? Mozart.
We have Sirius
There is-
XM, and there's a classical station. Hold on just a moment, sir. He flips a couple of stations, and all of a sudden, yeah, if there's some classical similar to Mozart, we'll say.
Yep. And then Quartz will be enjoying the resonations of the music.
Nice. Cool. So I think it's one of those where you come from, it's like a half-hour trip into the city, and then the embassy is in like a Manhattan type deal. So it's in the upper class dwellings, very large buildings, and a huge park, and you can see the shadow of the spike far in the distance, and a lot of the areas. And I think it'd be cool. We have you kind of drive past Silver Hall, the big hall. We have
Been
you. Yeah, been there. Cool. So anything? I'm gonna kind of fade out on that scene. Anything that you guys want to do before we skip ahead to Pixie's meeting? This would be stuff that happens as school's officially out. Ragnar's getting, he's staying on campus. Quartz is going to the Nepalese embassy. ASAP, are you heading off with your parents? I imagine your dad's coming to pick you up?
Probably so, yeah. Heading home for the
Has Katana been in
holiday.
the scene?
Yeah, Katana. That's a great question.
There was a mention in the Google chat before the game of
Indeed. Katana will eventually just take, I think, the bus or the train home for
that's awesome.
Thanksgiving, because I think she's just a local and, it's not really needing to be picked up. It's only an hour, so, but yeah, she's been looking for Ragnar to talk to him before before she has to leave.
Cool. Yeah, the bus out of Masks. I just don't imagine there's a bus stop like this far out. So it's probably like a half-mile walk to the nearest bus stop type.
That sounds
deal.
perfect, yeah.
maybe on the with the excuse of getting a ride from Rags.
That sounds good.
Smart. The psycho trike's gonna pay off.
Yeah, I think
yes.
Ragnarok is, I think, just hanging out on the maybe the gym roof. Kind of maybe
On the gym
throwing
roof?
things. Yeah,
Just on the gym roof. Okay.
yeah.
Is that
Katana
his
can
usual
climb the
hangout?
building
Okay.
Easy.
That's his usual hangout spot? Okay.
Oh, it's one of us. He likes little spots out of the way occasionally.
Okay. Then eventually you'll hear like clung, clung, clung as Katana will climb up on the building. There you are!
Hey,
Could you give me a ride to the bus stop
the bus.
with your bike?
Sure.
Okay, let's go.
What?
You sort of like you're just sort of drop up from the side of the building.
Okay, I form my bike and drive down the side of the building.
Nice. I don't think that's necessarily an unleash your powers, although, there's always the possible for potential if you want to roll for it and look impressive.
Will, do you want to roll for?
Yes!
Let's have a roll. I want to get more advances. What do I?
Oh, that appears to be an 8.
With freak.
Yes, we unleash your powers.
2.
Roll with freak.
So a 10.
A 10. Oh, amazing. All right, on a 10 plus, you do it no problem. Fantastic.
Okay, I want to get there. Like when she's like drops off the building, I like drive past her, and get there before.
Nice.
And into place so she could just actually drop onto the backs behind me.
No, you just like land right beside her, and then she falls and hits the ground.
Yeah.
Like the Looney Tunes thing.
Yeah.
Then unfortunately she's a beacon, so she's dead. So maybe.
I imagine she did some like daredevil hopping off stairwells.
Mhm.
No,
Yes,
totally dead.
Well, it looks like, antiquated architecture. They just strategically placed bars and windowsills for
Yeah.
beacon-related peoples to travel and
So
traverse.
convenient.
It is.
Yeah.
Cool. So you hop on the back of the trike, and does the trike, does it play music, or does it just make its own motorcycle-y type?
Well, I mean,
rumblings?
the specifics of what I chose, it's definitely loud, but it's always loud. So I think it can do radio, but it's radio filtered through his imagination rather than actually taking any signals from anywhere else. So
So it's actually worse than radio. Is what
so
you're saying.
yeah, so any lyrics are what is going on in his mind.
Totally
Well,
out of
what
my
are the
idea
lyrics then? What lyrics are you listening to?
I am sure there's some like screaming about parents and guitar, and then
Is it that
and
Lego
then
Batman
some
song?
painful
The Lego
love
Batman
ballad
song?
thing going on about Lark, which is like, we don't need radio.
And at some point, if the bike passes under a bridge or whatever place normal street kids hang out, she'll like tell you to pull over.
What?
Pull over.
Yeah. What? Okay. Pull over and So, that was kind of
What?
the before it all came out, that was kind of cool. But you're kind of cool with the whole. I guess you guessed something was up with at the opera house.
Oh yeah. What about it?
You're kind of cool about it, and thank you. Anyway, that's
Now
about-
don't you start getting all feely on me as well. Jesus.
What? What?
It's just like me and Britt were hanging out over Thanksgiving, and she's gonna help me serve soup in a soup kitchen. And
I think you're like, if you look up for a second, he's like there with like ready, like fist bump.
it takes like a real long time for it to.
Nice.
And then eventually she does see, and like she like punches into your fist,
Ow.
which is kind of painful. No, that's not what I mean, doofus. It's like, she's being really nice, but like at some point she'll like say that I don't know, that we're girlfriend, and that she loves me, and yeah, I don't know, she wants to meet the parents, and what? I've never dated anyone before. What am I supposed to do if someone tells me that? What will you do if Lark tells you she loves you? Like, seriously.
See,
See, that's what you would say. That's exactly what. And that's what I would say.
I mean, you.
And then she would know that I was an emotionally stunted person, and then she would turn into a supervillain.
That is a danger.
Yeah.
Use escape route. Figure out an escape route. Make a bag. Escape bag. What's her weaknesses?
She has no weaknesses.
Damn.
She's perfect at everything. It's really annoying. Rich would really like someone to pierce someone else's mask.
I will pierce the mask.
Yes, I think it's you. Katana's freaking out a bit too much to actually pierce any masks.
Yes, Will? Oh, what's pierce mask? I don't think I'm good at this. Is that mundane? Oh, superior.
It is pierce. When you pierce someone's mask to see the person beneath, roll plus mundane.
Oh, -1. Yeah, a 6.
It's the best.
I'm like trying to figure out what to say. I'm kind of like looking at her face and like trying to read like, what would be the best thing to say.
Yep, and it's inscrutable. Like, this is just out of your depth. I mean, your dad's answer to that would be ISO cube, 2 weeks. Katana, you get 2 questions for Ragnarok. For some reason, KR is in his bewilderment is opened up to you, so you get to ask him 2 questions.
Well, what do you intend to do with Lark? Like, is he in the same situation I am, or is he further ahead?
I think he's not quite where you are, but he is getting nervous about getting towards that, and I think this conversation is probably increasing his nervousness. And like he's just kind of like, oh shit, what am I gonna say when this happens? And yeah, he's.
I'll have to hold my second question. I don't have one just now.
Okay.
Cool.
Stop staring
Mark,
at me! What? Sorry.
I was just going to say, don't forget to mark potential. Get Ragnarok.
Oh yeah, Alex.
Yeah.
Stop making that stupid face at me.
It's my
Just
face.
say something stupid. Just say something stupid like you would normally do. Something stupid and rude. That'd be great. Oh, now
yeah,
you don't have anything. What did you say?
Get off my bike.
You get off your bike.
I kind of like panic a bit, and then just the bike disappears.
Like,
I don't think either of us are really expecting it either.
Nice. Oh man. Well, everybody has performance issues sometimes. Kid Ragnarok.
I should probably go. We need the bus.
No.
Okay, I'll drive you the rest, but no more questions.
What?
No
Why
more
does
questions.
this all have to be so complicated? Why can't it just be simple like a team?
I don't know. Okay, I've not really had the most healthy role models in this, so please stop asking me the questions.
Well, I thought you would understand.
I get it, but I mean, Pixie, she did all this stuff before and
Yeah, but
seems
she's
to
like
be.
drooping all over him like it's nothing.
I mean, okay, she's dating a rock, but I mean, maybe. I mean, obviously
She
don't
seems
ask
like it.
ASAP, but
Yeah, I'm sure they'll get tons of chicks in the future when he's a big famous superhero.
yeah, when he's all grown up.
It's just I obviously I'm not as dysfunctional as you, but I have my walls, and they're there and they're good, and
I
that
mean,
seemed like a good
could
plan.
just. I mean, just. She says she loves you. Just say it back, and maybe the conversation ends, and you don't have to think about it anymore.
No, that's not how it's going to work. Like she'll want you to say it multiple times. I've seen how this works. And there'll be hand holding and dinner with the parents and
At least I don't have to do that. Well,
not your parents.
well, not mine. Who's Lark's parents? Please don't tell me she has supervillain parents. Or superhero parents.
They'll be parents and they'll ask parent questions.
No, they won't.
Yeah, they'll want to know what you want to do with your life and where you see yourself in 5 years from now.
Do you know what? This morning I was okay. I don't like. She's gonna say it to me. Oh no, she's already started.
I think my second question
Yeah.
is really bad. Is how can I get your character to kiss me?
I hope there's still definitely, I think, a bit of a distance between Lark and. It still feels a little bit superficial to me.
Mm-hmm.
Lark and Kid Ragnarok. So and it's definitely you. I have to initiate.
No.
You,
Kiss me back would also be okay.
I think you just surprise him with kissing him. Maybe that actually might work. I think. I mean, he's not the greatest with impulse control, so. And as I say, I think the Lark and Kid Ragnarok relationship is quite. Yeah, it doesn't have the emotional depth of, say, Pixie and Stone Boy. And I would have said Brit and Katana before, but.
Well, then she'll, I don't know. Well, if he's freaking out, then she'll just sort of like slap him, but softly, just to snap him out of it, and then kiss him.
I think. Does she continue? Is it or just
Yes.
I think he's just for a second it's just oh, what the hell's going on? And then I think he actually kind of leans more into it. And it becomes making out.
Nice. I imagine this happens. Let's say that it happens right by the bench for the bus stop. And then the bus pulls up as you guys are getting into it. You know that it won't run again for another 20 minutes. What do you do? And a bus driver kind of looks down. He's like, "You coming on or you staying off? You coming on or you staying off?"
wave. And I sort of see it like, you know, sort of stare, but now like the moment, like the bus driver sort of broke the moment or broke the spell,
Yeah.
and she just goes like, hey, see, I knew I could count on you to do something stupid.
And then you see something from behind. So Kid Ragnarok, you see something from behind Katana, and it's like this motion blur. And for a second, it's one of those you've seen with ASAP before, but the colors aren't right. And then she disappears.
Katana?
Katana disappears. So we'll cut scenes. We'll cut scene from that, and we're gonna go to a quick bio break. So we'll take 5 minutes. I need to refill drinks, and then we'll pick back up. Do you want back? I see there's some chat. See, here's the thing, people are watching the YouTube. You don't know. Our break extended a little bit because their cameras are off and they're chatting in the text window about all of the crazy relationship stuff that's going on. It's hilarious, but I think maybe we just go ahead and actually play a game too. Although it's kind of playing a game. Anyway, yeah, real quick, Katana, you've got drives. That's part of you being an amazing beacon.
Part of making the beacon the best skin ever.
Best ever.
And I every time I pick 4 drives, and if I fulfill all of them, I get 1 potential. And right now the drives I have yet to fulfill is drive a fantastical vehicle, which I sort of screwed up. My chances at driving Kid Ragnarok's imaginary bike, and take down a threat all by yourself.
Awesome. Cool. So we're gonna leave you hanging and circle back to Kid Ragnarok as the girl you just made out with disappeared. And yeah. What do you do?
I think a moment of shock, and then because I didn't see which direction I saw the blur just go. And
Yeah, it was like you felt like a whoosh past you, but when you turned around, there was nothing there.
I start calling on my telephone. I think I ring ASAP.
That sounds great. Let's see. This is ASAP. I think you're in the car with your dad, right? What is it that you guys listen to on the radio?
Oh, I think my dad
Kid Ragnarok's subconscious thoughts turn to music.
No, I listen to old like rockabilly country music.
Nice, cool. So yeah, we got some Webb Wilder playing. That's a deep cut for anybody who knows rockabilly. Get a little Webb Wilder playing. Oh, cool! I got a thumbs up from Will. Awesome. Little Webb Wilder playing when your phone rings. It's Kid Ragnarok. You know that because Kid Ragnarok stuck in a selfie of himself under your contacts for you.
Yeah. Oh.
ASAP.
Yeah.
I'm kind of freaking out. This is a weird day.
Slow down. What?
Katana.
What's going on?
Kiss me. The first things first. Katana.
She what?
Forget
no,
that.
Wait.
Katana
What?
has been kidnapped. This speedster from the opera house. What was she called? Enterprise. Enterprise has stolen Katana.
No. Slow down. Wait. Intrepid was at the house.
In the streets, at the bus stop.
What?
What used to Intrepid? There was a blur. The red something red. Oh, is that Intrepid?
You're not making any sense. Okay, where are you?
I'm at the bus stop, just down from the school, and pink and black blur. Katana gone.
Okay.
Run.
Stay.
Run.
I'll be right there. And I turn to my dad.
Yeah.
I'm gonna have to go. There's a team emergency that I have to take care of. Okay, I have to help. I'll be back as soon as I can.
Of course, son. Where are you going? I'll follow.
I'm going to the bus stop now. I don't know where we're going from there.
The bus stop. There are 300 bus stops, son. Do you know where you're going?
The one closest to the school.
Okay. I'll head that way too. Go ahead.
And I basically just like open the door and just roll out of the car while it's still moving and run.
Yep. And he just real casually like reaches over and pulls the door shut.
Change my suit on the way, kind of thing.
Awesome. I think that's not a problem. So we'll have you meet up with Kid Ragnarok. You're all suited up. KR, have you? I mean, you never totally unsuit up, right?
Yeah, I just wear what he wears. What he wears.
Okay, cool. Yeah, so the two of you are there. You're not calling anybody else, Kid Ragnarok?
Yeah, I think he's going to assemble the team.
Nice.
It's
Sweet. So Quartz, you're currently listening to Mozart. Finally got to Mozart, and you're going over the bridge towards downtown when your phone rings. Do you carry a
My
phone, or
phone?
do you just?
No.
Yeah.
Where would I put it?
Are you a phone?
Oh. No phone.
Okay,
No phone. Oh my. Yeah. Okay, so Pixie.
damn it! Ringing Pixie now.
Okay.
Sweet. Let's see, Pixie. You're probably. What were you doing in prep for your meeting? Because this is coming up in like half an
She
hour.
was actually looking through the folder of goodies.
Oh, nice.
Mhm.
Yeah. Let's see, there's definitely a few interesting. The most recent submission for flexible morals is Satanus.
Ooh. That's terrifying.
And your phone rings.
Hey, what's up? Hello?
Pixie, bus stop. Get here now.
Wait, what?
Team, assemble the team. We're assembling the team. Katana has been stolen.
What?
Katana has been stolen by the fast girl, the one from the opera. She was there.
Okay,
Things
yeah.
happened. We
Where are
ignore
you?
that. She disappeared.
Where are you?
At the
Use
bus
your
stop.
words, Ragnarok.
I'm at the bus stop, just down from the school, just down the road from school.
Just down the road. Okay.
I've already
What
rang
time is it,
ASAP. He's on
Rich?
his way.
Oh.
Quartz isn't answering. Oh,
Yeah, you got like half an hour before your meeting.
God. Can you come here? Which I know is asking like a lot, but I've got a thing and it's gonna take me forever to get there.
can you make tree wing? I don't know. Jump?
Trees don't have wings.
I'm not botanist. I don't know what trees have.
Look. Is there a clue at the bus stop?
There's a bus stop.
So
Whoosh.
it wouldn't.
There's like a thing, and a brown and yellow blur shows up, and there's ASAP right by you, Kid Ragnarok.
So it wouldn't hurt you at all to come meet me here, which would be faster than me going there.
Okay. Where are you?
Come out to the field. The game field.
What the hell does this chameleon?
Just do it, okay?
Fine. ASAP,
What?
give me a piggyback ride.
Okay.
Look over to me, Pixie.
Okay.
Don't make me ask again.
No, I'll call when I get there. Okay. Yeah. Hop on.
He does.
I almost think ASAP would take a quick selfie during the run.
Oh yes, that is the best thing ever.
Is it
Oh,
at
it's
super
so
speed
good.
so he doesn't notice?
Yeah, running and then just quick, and then
Okay.
casually pick up the phone to call my dad, so to cover for it, to let him know we changed where we're going.
Okay. Yeah, your dad's all excited. I'm right behind you, son. I'm on my way.
But why
by
are
the
you
way-
coming?
Just a note. This is why I told you should tag all of your friends.
What?
Tag them. Geolocate so they can be found. I had this once.
But why are you coming, Dad?
Don't you remember my stories?
But aren't you? Why are you coming? Let me just solve this with my team. I mean,
Oh,
thanks, but I think we've got the transportation probably figured out, Dad.
are you carrying rags in this picture?
What?
You should watch out for your lower back. I know from experience, son. You could really hurt yourself.
Dad, I'm not having this conversation right now.
He could create a psychic wagon that you could pull. That's my recommendation, son.
You know what? I'm starting to drop him. I have to hang up the phone, Dad. Sorry. I'll talk to you later.
Okay, and then you hang up. All right, you guys can meet up at the Power Brawl. So as the three of you are coming together, we smash cut away to Katana. You are sitting on a very small platform overlooking the bay.
Okay.
And the platform is one of the top parts of the bridge. And Quartz is just like we do a thing where we see Quartz and is like listen to Mozart, and then we pan up, and there is Katana. You've been sat down on one of the spires of the suspended bridge, and as a reminder, some people are very smart, but just in case, and I also like the picture anyway. This is the girl who is standing on, like not on the platform, not where you can hit her, but close enough to where you can hear her over the wind. And she says, "Well, hey, Bright Eyes, ain't you a damsel in distress?"
What are you doing?
"What the hell you think I'm doing? I need a rematch on ASAP. And you're just a bait. So why don't you call him on your phone or something?"
Couldn't you just have asked him?
"Call him on the phone. I'm
Fine.
going to shove you. Just him, or you are going to take a long fall."
Are there convenient beacon drop-down hand points here? Or
I
is it
don't
just
know.
nothing all the way now?
No, I mean there are ways. Like it's a spike, but there are actually like ladder rungs and the like. It's not something you can do easily. There's definitely some risk involved if you want to try to get away from Intrepid, not Enterprise, but Intrepid.
Yeah. But the chances are big that one of us will fall and it will end badly. I'll stall for
Sounds
time
pretty risky. You should probably
and take out my phone.
Okay. We've established that Intrepid is not the sharpest tool in the shed.
No, I remember that.
Although, evidently, Intrepid is equally intelligent to the Game Master, who was also completely fooled. So, she can't be that stupid, or my feelings are hurt. Anyway, so you pull out the phone.
Yeah.
And she's just watching over your shoulder, but she seems to trust and you could totally, like, whatever. You guys are up on, like, you get where you're at, right? I'm imagining this is a thing where you're, like, hundreds of feet up, and you've got your phone, and she's balancing and kind of watching and pissed.
I'll actually call ASAP.
Nice. Okay. ASAP, you just stopped with Kid Ragnarok, and you're walking up to Pixie. It is getting dark, so the sun is setting, because that'll look beautiful. And your phone
And
rings.
to be clear, I've gotten off his back.
We'll even be clear enough to say that maybe Pixie didn't see it.
He made me stop.
Stop 5 feet. Stop around this building. Cool. Your phone rings. It's from Katana. There, ASAP.
Katana, Rag said you're missing. What's going on?
Is she okay?
Hey, ASAP. I'm here with your girlfriend. She can't stop talking about you. She really wants to meet you for another date. I'm trying to provoke her.
Oh yeah, that's a great idea. Why don't you?
But Hannah's
yeah.
there?
What are you trying to get her to do?
What do you mean, Hannah?
What?
I want her to make a mistake or charge at me or do something.
Okay, awesome.
Just get
then
her off balance.
Roll plus superior.
Okay. Oh wait, I can. ASAP.
Oh,
We
right.
forgot.
Sorry. I'm falling on my dice rolling duties. That's a 10.
Wow. And -1 for my superior is a 9. Good job, ASAP. Well done.
Okay, on a 7 to 9, they can instead choose one. They stumble, you take +1 forward against them. They you gain a critical opportunity. They overreact, you gain influence over them. I'm gonna go. They stumble. So yeah, she's basically just gonna whip up and try to smack you in the back of the head, hard enough to hurt a lot.
Okay.
What do you do?
And I will dodge that and pull her off balance.
Sweet. I think you are directly engaging a threat, right?
Yes.
Roll plus danger.
Hey, ASAP.
Oh yeah, Will has to track team pool as well.
We'll have to do all the things. Does this count as standing strong while dramatically under fire?
Oh sure.
Then I can add my savior instead of my danger.
You're standing strong.
Yeah. So that's an 11.
Wow. Okay, on a 10 plus, pick 2 from the options. Do you have them?
Yes. That was directly engaged threat, right?
It was.
Take something from them sounds really nice. Something being the ground. Foothold. Balance. Any of those things sound like good things to take from them. And for the other thing, create an opportunity for your allies. I'll probably have to drop the phone to do something, but I will scream like, "Hey, we're on top of the." I'm not sure what this bridge is called.
That's a great
Halcyon
question.
Bridge.
I don't know. It's going to be named after a hero, so it's up to Will to come up with the hero's name. Because he doesn't have enough to do with tracking team pool and rolling all the dice. But he's playing ASAP, who's the hero junkie anyway. So, yeah, it's so-and-so hero. It could be the Antonio Bridge.
It's the Iron Sentinel. Oh, well, the Antonio Bridge. Let's go.
All right, the Antonio Bridge.
We're on top of the Antonio Bridge!
Sweet. Oh, man, I don't know. Like, if you take her footing, does she fall off the damn bridge?
I was sort of assuming that she could, like, run really quickly and sort of do something to get out of it.
Yeah, I think she falls off the bridge, but she's going to create, like, a cyclone to stop her fall, kind of slow down her fall, and then run right back up the bridge and come towards you. But yeah. You guys, you hear that ASAP over the phone. Yeah.
She's
exactly
at the Antonio Bridge, everyone. And I run.
And you take off and leave the team?
I just think I probably do, because I don't think those things through.
Get on.
I'm unclear. Is she actually in trouble?
She said something about my girlfriend's there, but I don't know
You have a
who
girlfriend?
that is. I didn't think I did. Maybe Hannah, but I don't know why Hannah would be like.
Wait a second. Wait.
Holding her
Fist
in the
bump?
building. But
Fist
okay.
bump.
Okay.
Right. Pixie, get on.
God.
Okay, we have 25 minutes, okay, guys?
I could
And
be
then I
there
have
in
to be back
2.
here.
I can run you
as
back
that
if we need.
conversation's going on, Intrepid is coming right back up. We have that pink and black blur as she had to run all the way across the surface of the water, back onto the bridge, and then up the cable towards you. She's coming hundreds of miles an hour, and at this point, you've done what she wanted. So she's She's okay to kill you.
Oh, okay. Wow. Katana's been jumping down a few jumps to make sure the fall is less high. An eventual fall will be less high. And she drew her katana, I guess.
Nice. So yeah, once she comes up to the top, she's just gonna run down the side of the pole straight at you like a bullet. What do you do?
Wait for her there.
Wow, that is gutsy. That is gutsy. So,
Well, with the
are
pointy
you
end of my stick.
smart? You can set a spear against a charge. That makes sense. I imagine is she like holding onto a ladder rung and waiting with the sword, or how do you imagine this? What's the
Well,
code?
yeah. She's gone super fast, so I don't think I have a lot of time to wait. I just position my katana and sort of brace myself.
Nice. I think you need to take a powerful blow.
Yes.
Yeah, let's do that. So when you take a powerful blow, roll plus conditions marked. On a 10 plus, choose one.
I have no conditions marked.
On 7 to 9, you choose one from a different list.
Hey, Will.
Can you clear and roll?
Actually, that was the new roll. A 10.
Oh, nice. That's a really high roll. So you have to remove yourself from the situation, flee, pass out, lose control of yourself or your powers in a terrible way, or 2 options from the 7 to 9 list, which are taking conditions, giving ground, and giving her an opportunity, or lashing out verbally, which I'm not sure how that would work.
Wow. Flee, pass out, etc. Choose control of yourself or your powers in a terrible way. Choose 2 options for the list. Oh, well, we're on the bridge, right? So maybe, I'm not sure what happens, but maybe I end up in the water.
Nice. Boom! There's an explosion as she slams into you, and we see the new sword like fall to the ground and clatter onto the bridge, and the katana's lifeless form fall into the water, a good 50 feet, and the water kind of wakes you up. But yeah, that was one of those, like you just got your bell rung real darn hard. Good enough for Intrepid, though. She thinks she took you down. So ASAP we're going to switch back to you guys. What is things going on here?
Pixie, now that Pixie's put her foot down and said, I need to be back here in 25 minutes, she'll get on the bike. I mean, she's sort of already getting on the bike while saying that, but...
Cool. All right. So you're on the bike. Is ASAP running ahead, or is he trying to drag the bike, or what's going on here?
A teammate's in trouble, so after we get whatever's needs to be settled, I'm gone.
Okay. Sweet. I think you should unleash your powers, and if you can pull that off, you have a chance to.
Capture? Just
kinda
before she
cool.
hits the water?
Yeah, that would be interesting. If you roll a 10 plus on your unleash your powers, you can get there in time to grab Katana before she slams into the water. Yeah,
Don't put
that's
any pressure on me there.
no pressure. Roll plus freak. Says Sheik.
Oh, and Dice Stream is doing some odd things here, so bear with me.
I do not want to roll physical dice, but I'm the MC, so I don't have to worry. Or GM in masks, because.
It's up, but it's not rolling.
Aw,
Let me
man.
try again. Okay, there it went. Oh, really? What was
What's your
it
freak?
rolling under?
Freak.
My freak is currently +1, so that's a 7.
You can mark a condition, or the effects unstable or temporary.
I wanted to succeed, so marking condition.
What do you mark?
Afraid? Yeah, because I'm worried that Katana is going to completely plummet to her death.
Nice. Cool. So we see Katana falling. You come running across the surface of the water and catch her. That's awesome. That's a cool little moment. Yeah, Katana, one of the mini guys you kissed, he catches you before you hit the water. That's good. And as you're
Only
running,
two.
you'll see a little black and pink blur come up from behind you, ASAP.
Oh, great. Intrepid. I'm gonna veer off of the water to the, I guess, the edge of the river to at least be able to put Katana down
Okay.
and turn to face Intrepid.
Sweet. Well, she's just gonna do the exact same thing that took Katana down, and she's just gonna barrel straight ahead for you. We'll have that moment, where she's looking right at you, meeting your eyes as you're waiting, and she's smiling. Like, you ain't getting out of this one, smart boy.
You are not doing this. You are not putting my friends in danger for some vendetta you have.
Nice.
I am going to unleash my moment of truth.
Oh yes! That is amazing. Oh wow. Oh, cool. So remind us, what are your...
My moment of truth is when I prove how the mantle belongs to me. I seize control of all my powers and defeat an even impossible odds to prove that I'm worthy of the name I carry. I accomplish feats that even my predecessors couldn't do. And of course, after you prove something like that, you can expect still more responsibilities being placed on your shoulders.
Oh, this is yours. You own this moment. How do you take Intrepid down, and what do we see?
I think because I know she's slightly gullible, I start a race where I run off to kind of draw her away from things. But I'm drawing her in a place where, this is a lake. There's rocks, there's debris, stuff like that. I'm going to use basically my air manipulation to start picking things up and throwing them in the air as I'm racing, and then I'm going to start circling around her. And I'm just generating all these things into the whirlwind and start pelting them at her.
Nice. Sweet. Yeah, we have her kind of dodging, batting things aside, but then one tacks her in the side of the head, and we've got all these after images of her doing all the movements while you're zipping around, and eventually you clock her a couple more times, and then she staggers a little bit, and then bam, she falls, and then sinks down into the surface of the water, breaking the tension because she no longer is fast enough to stay on top of it. And then she keeps going down. What do you do?
I'm not gonna let her die, but I'm gonna pick her up and find out from Katana if she has some kind of restraints, manacles or something.
It's not really a standard issue. Probably something. Probably like rope or something. Yeah, climbing buildings. That has to happen sometime.
I guess I can find something, twine and rope that's been discarded, and bring it to Katana, who would probably be more apt to be able to tie her up.
Cool. So let's roll back for a second, because we had a bunch of the cars stop on the bridge when someone fell off, and you, Quartz, were able to see out of the side. It happened so fast that you've got to, we're kind of cutting back in a few moments before. So you saw the blur that was obviously ASAP, and a second blur that you recognized from the Opera House. And then you see Katana standing on the shore of the bay here on the other side of the bridge, and then you see the blurs take off again, racing down the waterway. What do you do in response, Quartz?
I think Quartz just gets, he steps out of the moving car. But since he actually doesn't put his actual foot on the ground, it's not like he's going to fall or anything. It's just like the car just keeps moving and the door's open, and he just steps out onto just above the surface of the roads.
Nice. Cool. Yeah. Then we have a moment with the chauffeur's like, can change the channel, sir. Close the door.
And Quartz will make his way over to everyone.
Sweet. Just for comic book time, let's say that the psychic trike arrives about this time, and you guys are all on the shore, and you get to witness ASAP just breaking bad on Intrepid. You've never seen him this fast. You've never seen him do this much at once. And she goes down. He ends up coming over to you guys on the shore to try to get some twine or something to tie her up, but she's well in hand. She's out of it.
Wow.
I see you have the situation well in hand.
Yeah. No one threatens my team.
Good job, ASAP.
Are you okay?
Yeah.
So you
Okay.
got kidnapped?
Yeah. That's
Yep,
embarrassing.
that was
isn't it?
all.
That's super
Oh.
embarrassing.
Well, I'm sure you would have kicked her ass if ASAP hadn't gotten here.
If she'd stand still for like longer than a millisecond, maybe. It's a good thing that ASAP was here. Should we call the cops?
Huh?
Probably. Because bad guy?
Because bad guy, right?
Probably so, yeah.
Mhm.
Pull out my phone and speed dial the police department.
Yeah, sure, that's no problem. I mean, if you guys wanted to reach out, the medics can come by, take her to the spike. We can do that. It's probably going to take a little bit of time, like more than 25 minutes.
So you're okay, right? And you're okay?
Yeah, I think we're fine. Oh, we can wait here, I think.
Okay, I need to go. But I'm really happy you're okay. Super happy.
Thanks. Where are you going?
I have a clandestine meeting.
What?
But Quartz is here.
What are
I'm
you
pretty
doing
sure
here?
you're not. Yeah.
I saw you from the window of the car.
Oh. Clandestine means like secret, right?
I think so. It sounds a bit like dealing drugs, but I don't think that's the case.
No, probably not. I am hoping to get more dirt on Maelstrom. But it's all the way back there. So I need to go.
Well,
She's
ASAP
looking very specifically at
or Rags.
Sid Ragnarok.
I kind of look between Pixie and Katana and like,
Kana's not looking at you at all.
yeah, okay.
You guys go. We'll
I
clean
gotta-
up around here.
Yeah. Hop on. I'm like still kind of looking back over my shoulder as we pull out and
Oh, wow. So we have a long shot looking across the bridge at just a very small figure that is Kid Ragnarok on his trike with Pixie on it. But in the foreground of the bridge, there are these two kids, and one of them has picked up the broken and warped katana, and he's like showing it off to the other guy, like, check this out! Oh, this is awesome! And the other guy's like, yeah. Cool. So we will spin back to ASAP, Katana, and Quartz. Anything you guys wanted to do while waiting for the medics, or do we just kind of fast forward through that time?
I think Quartz is probably going to try and find the limo back.
Yeah, he's smart enough to
like-
he saw you float off, so he kind of takes an exit and he comes down your way. And right behind him is ASAP Stat. He like hops out. Son, you stopped Intrepid. That's amazing. How much did they do? Did you do most of it?
It was amazing.
It was. It doesn't matter who did it, Dad. I mean, my team was in trouble. I did what I could.
She was like right over there, and then like ASAP came, and he was there, and he was like this tornado and the thing, and she tells the entire story.
Oh yeah, he
Glorious.
soaks it up. He walks over. He puts his arm around ASAP. He's like, "Yeah, I like the humility thing. That's good, son. Keep working that angle. Good job, team. It's good."
But it's like he starts to try to explain it, but then realize it's not going to do any good. Just sighs.
Nice.
Hey,
Cool.
can I have your autograph later?
Oh well.
I'm just teasing him.
Yeah,
No,
he-
ASAP.
Oh,
ASAP.
ASAP. The dad told him, he's like, "Sure, honey, no problem. I'll make it out to you, Jesse. Unless you wanted it to Katana, that's no problem. Hey,
Oh,
where's your
okay.
sword?"
Yeah, I may have lost it in the battle.
What?
Yeah, I tried to stop her, and she just cannonballed straight over me. I should have known better and left it to ASAP.
But I could try to find it.
Yeah, with that impact, that was not we got that at like the Chinese knick-knack shop.
Listen, if you're going to be on my son's team, you really should have a better sword. Why don't you come to PAX Supers? Maybe we can hook you up. I know a few people.
Really? Pack
Yeah.
supers? That's real nice.
Listen,
That sounds like a good idea.
yeah, Jesse, not you, Jesse. Other Jesse and I, my son and I, we will be at we're signing from 10 to 12. You come by anytime after that, and I'll make sure that you get a replacement sword. Just stay out of trouble until then, right?
I sure will, Mr. Saunders.
Good kid, son. You got a good team. All right, well, come on. Oh wait, I guess we have to wait.
It's okay, Dad. I mean, I can wait for the cops. It's
Yeah,
Is that
that
a
you know that.
part of the job.
Oh, pardon me for being rude. And he turns and he like does this, and then he says something, and it is in rather good dialect of yours, Quartz. He says a very traditional greeting and bows his head to you.
I will return the greeting and probably throw in like like I'll probably refer to him as previously blessed by Crixum or something like that
Nice,
in my
nice.
tongue.
Yeah, that doesn't seem to surprise him at all, and he drops into your dialect and speaks with you quickly. I understand that you are with the Nepalese this weekend. There was a small report about it. Congratulations for the work that you did to save them at the Opera House.
It was not me personally. It was a team effort.
Well, I noticed that only you were invited.
I am not sure. I think this is because the others of the team are familiar with the culture of the Nepalese.
Yeah, same old, same old.
Nice. Cool. Awesome. So we have like a big medic kind of paddy wagon, super villain paddy wagon type deal start pulling up, and and then the body of Intrepid, who's still passed out, gets carted away for the spike. And your dad kind of stands near you, ASAP, and he says, I give her like 3 months, son. It's like a revolving door in that prison. Don't worry. But you beat her once, so it's good for the PR.
Okay. I think if she never regained conscious, I think at some point in this wait, ASAP would have written like a note. Like, don't
do
mess
you
with
want to
my
regain
kid.
consciousness? I'm cool with that. Do you want to have a quick conversation with her? That is perfectly fine. Yeah, she's kind of waking up, like they put an oxygen mask on her, and they're putting her in one of those like body splint things. She's got a few broken bones, and she's looking at you like, oh, pure hatred.
Intrepid, this is between us. Don't you ever mess with my team, or next time I won't go easy on you.
Oh, that's awesome. Oh, she just glares at you. I don't know. Is that a move? Are you provoking her? I think you're provoking her. Right?
Sure.
I feel like you're provoking her. So let's see that. Let's see that on screen. So you roll plus superior, and I get what you're trying to get her to do.
Oh goodness, that's -1. 9, so that's 8.
Nice. Okay, on a 7 and 9. I'm gonna say that she glares at you, and you gain influence over her. Yeah, you now have influence over Intrepid. She says nothing.
I just walk away. Yeah.
Cool. All right, so let's skip back to the clandestine meeting between Pixie and her person who used a dummy account.
So I pull up in my very loud bike for the clandestine meeting. So,
Wop, 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 wop. Kid Ragnarok Station 01 playing.
dude, that's definitely switched off.
Darn.
Sweet.
I think that's like I'm sure that at some point someone will bring up like the Quartz, you need a phone.
I think that should happen.
Yes, and I think Quartz will just casually say like, well, Crixon can contact me.
Oh, I didn't know that. Okay.
Son, you haven't finished the manual?
I did the manual? What? I must have gotten. I'll read it tonight.
Read for retention. Don't just try to get through the pages like normal.
Okay. I'll use that next time, Quartz. Oh.
Very well.
And Quartz, if you need it, I've got a burner phone. It's yours if you want it.
Yes.
He goes over and he gets into his glove compartment. He pulls out that's like a little flip phone. Tosses it your way.
Katana will whisper, it doesn't actually burn stuff.
In response, like Quartz will just sort of like telepathically whisper a thank you to him. But like it's like the gesture is appreciated, but it's sort of useless.
Nice. Quartz, listen, if the Nepalese thing, if you get out of that early, you're always welcome to come over to our house, the Saunders house. Always open to you. Don't want you having to stay at on campus during holidays.
Why would that be an issue? That is where I always stay.
Jess, you can take that one. I'll be in the car.
Sorry, it took a while for my music to go off. He means if you don't want to be by yourself, you want to be among friends or family, you're welcome to come to our house.
Ah, yes. I am among friends right now.
Yes. Good job.
Thank you. I'm curious to hear your father's stories about his time at Crixum. And perhaps you can tell me some of yours.
Oh, he'll be happy to share all of them with you, as many times as you'll let him.
Hmm.
I haven't had too many, but I share mine as well.
Very well. I suppose I should not leave the Nepalese waiting any longer.
That would be kind of rude. You have so much to learn about their culture, after all.
Yes. It's good to see you are all well. Goodbye.
Bye-bye.
Nice. So we, of course, float his way back to the limousine, and the driver apologizes. I'm sorry it took me a while to get off the interstate, but are you all right, sir?
Yes.
Life in Halcyon City. He gets in the car and then you guys drive off. Cool. So we circle back to the psychic trike, ruining any chance of sneaking up on anything. But you've got a couple minutes. We are at the Power Brawl. If you guys remember, it was an area which was devastated by a supervillain attack and was far enough away from most of the major populated areas of Halcyon that the Hope Prep bought it and they converted it into their Power Brawl training area. And you guys are near the old hospital, which was your home base during the Power Brawl match against the Superlatives. And as you guys pull up, a woman steps out, and I don't know if you recognize her or not. Her name is Dryad, and this is what Dryad looks like. So she's very physically fit, and she's older. So she's in her mid to late 20s, and she actually did graduate from Hope Prep, but has been affiliated with a number of teams, and it's kind of bounced around along the spectrum, but it's kind of dropped out of sight over the last 3 or 4 years. And I'm going to say that Kid Ragnarok is there, right? Because he pulled up in the trike, so. Pixie, I thought... Is he cool?
Yeah. Yeah, he's
That
cool.
goes without saying. Oh.
I was
Who?
asking her, not you.
Yeah, he's cool.
Okay.
See? What's going on here?
Hey. Remember, told you on the way over.
Oh. Meeting.
Yes, meeting.
Okay.
She'll hop off and kind of shrug and be like, he's my ride.
So, Pixie, I understand that you are acting against Maelstrom, and I think that's great. The protest you led last week's a good first step. He is definitely a problem.
He is.
Good. Good. Listen, there are a few things that I happen to know about President Maelstrom. I need to know, what is it that you want to happen? Do you want him to be unseated? Do you want him to be arrested? Do you want him to be killed? What are you after?
She looks really horrified at that last one. That's going a little far, I think. I just want someone to teach him a lesson. He thinks he's better than everyone, and he's not.
I don't think you're going to get what you want if that's what you want. Maelstrom has been in the game for a long time. Teaching him a lesson he's going to take. Now, if you were looking to get him out of office, that's something maybe we can work on.
That would help.
As an aside, Pixie, the look, I like it. Are there any other forms you can take?
No. Why?
Well, I am the Dryad. I have plant powers too. Just curious, girl to girl.
Nope.
I've never seen you out of this look.
Well, you missed Halloween.
Oh yeah, I heard that was pretty crazy. Maelstrom brought the lightning down on some students and stuff. That was...
Which is why he obviously should not be principal of a school.
All right. Well, I can give you some testimony from a friend as to some of the things that he's been involved with. Think that'll help?
Can't hurt. Sounds like he's got his fingers in a lot of pots he shouldn't.
Yeah, well, he is supplying the United States government with covert operatives with supernatural abilities. He's also made sure that certain students who graduated who had propensity for violent acts were either utilized or discarded.
What do you mean discarded?
If they were too much of a threat, if they were graduated, they were never heard from again. Have you ever heard of any significant supervillain that has graduated from Hope Prep?
No. She's thinking, but of course I don't even know who you are, so...
True. You don't. And the reason for that is that they kind of Roche Motel. The Roche Motel them. So that's why I ask if Kid Ragnarok's cool, because...
Yeah. Kid's my partner in crime.
Interesting. So, I've got a guy you need to meet, but you need to keep an open mind. Okay, Pixie?
Okay.
So I know that during orientation last year, you had a little bit of a disagreement with Nexus Point. Remember back then?
How could I forget?
Well, Nexus and Maelstrom are not at all friends. And if you're willing to work with me, then we can make sure that Maelstrom gets what he deserves.
I think we have a deal.
All right. Cool. And she steps forward and offers her gloved hand. Both her, she's got like a fingerless glove thing here, and the glove on the right hand with the cool like spike type deals. And she offers her hand for a shake.
And Pixie will take it and shake it.
Cool. When you shake her hand, she stops for a second and just holds your hand and says, Can you not change?
No, really can't.
I thought maybe you were messing with me. Can I? Just try a little something?
Sure.
Cool.
Pixie?
She...
It's fine.
Shouldn't we be going?
It's fine. We'll go in a minute.
Yeah, the grown-ups are talking. Ragnar. She concentrates for a moment, and you see the bark just kind of recede into your skin, and then it kind of warps along, and the brown starts turning into your actual natural skin, and then your hair, you can feel it fall onto your shoulders. And Kid Ragnarok, you see Pixie not look like Pixie at all.
What the?
Yeah, I wish I could do this.
Well, evidently I can.
Can I read a person? Oh, this is
Pierce the mask? Sure, why don't you pierce the mask?
Yeah. Oh, yeah.
Roll plus mundane.
I was going to start rolling, but I can't.
Oh, that's right. Will, please help us out.
And it's mundane, so minus. How much minus? Let's have a look.
Minus 12.
Oh, that's -1.
Ouch.
Oh, that's a 4.
Yeah.
Good call.
But you get potential.
Yes, the good news is you get potential, and I know that's what you want.
Yeah. I didn't want to figure out if this was a potential threat.
Yeah, so I'm just looking at my options here.
I'm kind of like leaning in a bit to Pixie, and it's like, I don't have a bad feel. I have a bad feeling here. Where should go?
So,
Stranger danger.
Kid Ragnarok, you may be afraid of her, but she is also pretty powerful and has helped your friend. And if you actually know Pixie, you know that it's probably not the worst thing in the world that could happen to her. So you can still be afraid of her, but Dryad has influence over you now.
Okay.
I'll forward that information to you, the same email, Pixie. Happy Thanksgiving.
Sure. Yeah, happy Thanksgiving.
Cool. And then she'll meld into the grass and just kind of disappear.
Oh my god, she is super badass.
Yeah. Yeah. Yeah.
Thanks for helping.
Yeah, no problem. With influence over me, can I try to remember exactly how that kind of manifests?
It just means that she can tell you to do stuff and you're going to have to really fight it, which is a delinquent is not as hard as it is for most people.
Yeah, I'm not sure if I trust her. I mean, I know, the whole gift horse mouth and stuff, but
Look, all she's doing is helping us out with the Maelstrom problem. He is a problem, right?
oh yeah, totally, yeah.
So she's
Lightning
helping
him.
us with that. I mean, we're not going to let her kill him. That's a little extreme, right?
She did seem pretty, open with the whole talking about killing him, though. I mean, I'm cool with whatever, but that's a little too, parenty for me.
Yeah, we're not doing that.
Oh, mine. Yeah.
We're just, gonna get him kicked out as principal and
Yeah.
take him down a peg.
Just, Eyes open and yeah.
Well, you've got my back, right?
Yeah, teammates.
Yeah. So there's nothing to worry about.
Sure. Sure. Yeah. Yeah. No, we should go. This is boring.
Yeah. Plus, my dad will be here in a little while to pick me up. Hey, you want to meet my dad?
Ah, totally. Parents love me.
Oh my god. Okay, so then we like snap cut. I'm sorry, I have to follow up with this. We have a snap cut, and the first thing we see is the look on your dad's face when he sees you, Malia.
Yeah.
Wow, you look great. Is
She actually still... I thought it was momentary.
I did too.
Nope. It's
Oh my
still
God.
yeah. Is this your alien boyfriend?
No,
Yes,
this is.
good to meet you. My name is Quartz.
He takes your band. Welcome from the planet Sinus, Quartz.
Oh, thank you. It's all so strange and alien.
I thought you were going to Lebanon or something.
Oh
Yugoslavia?
yeah, Lebanon is boring. I wanted to meet Pixie's dad. Father. I hug him.
Oh god, there's just like he just kind of stiffens for a moment. Malia, so your sister's at home. Did you want to come over, Quartz?
Can I?
Come on, you two.
I put my arm around Pixie.
Thanks, Quartz. This will be fun.
What are we eating?
Oh, well, it's not Thanksgiving, so we were just gonna have some chicken. Your sister's trying a new thing she saw Rachel Bray. It's going to be
Oh, boy.
terrible, but let's lie and say it's great.
Awesome.
Oh, she's got two acceptance letters. She's still trying to decide. You have to let her tell you all about it. Okay, Leah?
Sure, I couldn't stop her.
Yeah. I think she should go to state. I really don't want her to go across the country. So help her make the right choice. And he starts heading towards the car.
Got it, Dad.
We're on it, Dad.
It's like this moment where he kind of just... Sweet. That is amazing. We will close that scene there. I think maybe we go to like late Friday night, and Katana, your phone rings.
Okay. I'm at my parents at this point, right?
Sure. Yeah.
Okay. Then I'll be very relieved for any kind of distraction.
Oh, did you get?
Okay.
Well, hold on. I think that the reason you got home is, I imagine that Asaph's dad just insisted on taking you, right?
Mm-hmm. So he could tell me more interesting things about himself.
Well, about his teams that he's been on and stuff.
Yes.
Yeah, so cool. Yeah, he drops you off. Anyway, you get a phone call. You see that it is Dave.
Mm-hmm.
You know this because it says payphone.
Like he always calls from the same payphone.
Yes.
So I just put it in. Hey, Dave.
You lost another sword.
Yeah.
You let a speedster kick your ass.
That too.
Yeah. You got some work to do, kid.
Okay. Right now?
Yeah. Come outside.
Okay.
And by the way, you need to stop training with that cheerleader girl. She's only bring you down.
Why?
Well, she only does the moves back at you. You're training against yourself. How many times do you fight yourself?
Never actually.
Exactly. Alright, sneak your way outside. Let's train.
Hi.
Cool. So they're currently watching, I think it's like 9 o'clock, so one of the CSIs is on.
Oh yeah, totally.
And your mom, she's still wearing her Walmart like uniform, you know, the shirt and everything. She just hasn't changed out of it. Jesse, hey, did you want some more ribs?
Oh no, I'm so stuffed. I think I'm gonna go to bed early.
What?
Thanks though.
No, we haven't seen you in months. This whole high school thing of you going away to that place, I didn't really think you were going to be gone this long. I don't know.
I know. But I haven't had this good food in ages, so I guess it kind of wore me down.
Well,
I'm sorry. How about we go out for breakfast tomorrow morning?
ooh, honey, did you hear that? Your dad kind of looks up from his really old easy chair that's just like settled into the mold of his body.
Mhm.
He says, "Yeah, breakfast. Sounds good."
Good night, Mom.
Okay.
Oh.
Good night, Jess.
Break it.
Cool. So what is this? One of those climbing down the fire escape type deals?
Oh yeah, totally. Yeah.
Sweet. And there's Dave, waiting in the alley.
I've been doing this since I was 10. It's easy.
Yeah. So he waits until you're almost down the ladder, and then he skips up to try to knock you off the ladder.
Yes, which I was expecting.
Of course you were. This is a hard training session. Like, he is not holding back. Obviously, he thinks that you are not holding your weight on the team, and he's pretty disappointed with you.
Wow.
He doesn't say these in words. You just know Dave's way.
Yes. That's okay. I can use some punishing training session. I don't feel too good about myself.
Your phone buzzes during one particular...
No, that's impossible. I would leave my phone on during a training session.
Oh, okay. Smart girl. Sweet. So after your training session concludes, you guys are sitting on a rooftop overlooking... Maybe you're overlooking the bay, right? We'll have kind of that nighttime look of the bay when we had the earlier... But you're from a completely different angle. Like, you're at the butt end of the city now, so it looks totally different and farther away. And you're covered in sweat. You got new bruises, and Dave's there. He gave you a few notes, but then he's done. He takes off, and you see that you've missed 4 calls and a text from Britt. What do you do?
What did the text say?
Oh, the text says, see, the first one is, "I think I'm going to smoke you in this competition. Mom hacked his Facebook account." And there's another one, "OMG, Mom wants to be on a reality show." And another one of, "Did you actually make it home? I saw a thing on the news."
Damn, what do I do? I'll send the text saying, "It does sound like you're winning. I hope your cheerleader outfit is one size fits all."
Nice. She texts back like right away and says, "I don't know. We'll have to let it out in the bus area." It's like a big smiley emoji. And then it says miss you, and there's a second there's like another follow-up text. It just says LUV and then you, like a little heart. What do you do?
I sit on the rooftop for quite some time longer.
Cool. Do we cutscene there with the don't know what Katana does back?
No. Oh yeah, I guess that's nice. Since we're heading towards the epic finale anyway. Yes, we'll just see her looking out over the bay.
Sweet. So let's cut to Saturday morning. See, this stinks. I'm running out of time. I did a bad job of timing because I definitely want to do the Lark and Kid Ragnarok thing, but I also want to do the ASAP signing at PAX. But chronologically, we should go with Kid Ragnarok first. Poll the audience. What do you think would be the more
I've
interesting?
had lots of screen time, so I'm fine.
And chronologically, we've already skipped Kid Ragnarok. Just FYI. Because Good Friday happens Friday morning, and that scene was Friday night.
Oh snap! We did.
So we should go back and do that thing.
Do that thing. Crap. Oh man, me and calendars. I need to have like a calendar note. This is all
And
I've got,
how-
guys. We have to do a calendar. Okay.
And how did the meal at the Nepalese thing go?
That's true. That's true. I do imagine. So let's circle back then. We're gonna pull back to Fridays.
This is just the last issue where you zoom in on every character to see what they're doing.
I think that's
before
what
it
we do.
closes up.
That makes sense. That's good. That's good. So for our last few minutes, that's what we'll do. So we'll touch in on. We'll start with Kid Ragnarok and Pixie. So Pixie, of course, we have the moment with your sister, like, oh my God, you look amazing, and then you guys are all sitting down, and there's like this chicken casserole dish, and it looks kind of blackened, and maybe it wasn't supposed to be blackened. And what is the general demeanor of Kid Ragnarok here?
Oh, he leans in and starts like shoveling food onto his plate.
Nice. Your dad, there's like a moment of him watching him shoveling food, and he has this look of like, what is this? This doesn't make sense to me. It's so weird.
Is there a lamp, by the way, beside my seat?
Of course.
Okay.
Why wouldn't there be a lamp?
Yeah. So I'm just like, kind of just move the lamp that's like being pointed right at me, I guess. Just move it away from me.
What's Pixie's demeanor here? Because I'm really curious how she's handling this right now.
So she looks really, really amused, but I think kind of in one panel she's watching the antics looking amused, but in the next panel it's like she's checking her phone underneath the table and scrolling through an email.
Nice, very cool. Yeah, there are lots of pictures of Pixie showing more emotion than her wooden features were capable of, so it's pretty cool. And we have some occasional shots that are shot for shot for the kind of preview look from before, when we had that little prequel snippet at the beginning of the episode. Anything else that we see in this kind of family moment with Kid Ragnarok kind of tacked in as Quartz?
I think he's just chatting away with being overly familiar with everyone. And like talking through mouthfuls of food and like,
And the sister's like, is this what food's like on your planet?
oh no, we rocks. But this is good too.
We have a bunch of rocks in the back. If you want, there's some white ones, and then there are little river rocks
I
that are
already ate
smooth.
like some gravel and stuff earlier. I'm good.
Sweet. I think maybe we end up that scene with Kid Ragnarok standing like right outside. He's saying his goodbyes. He's standing right outside the house, and then your older sister Amelia, she comes up and she like hands him a bag of gravel, like for the road. Have a great night.
Oh, totally. Fleeble flop whoop.
Sweet.
I try and create a bit more of a traditional flying saucer thing out of my bike instead. And
Nice. Amelia, your dad looks at Kid Ragnarok and then you, and he goes, Fleeble flop whoop to you too, Quartz.
Fleeble flop everyone.
Sweet, and then Kid Ragnarok, crazy saucer takes off into the air. Cool. So then, when we get our few moments with Quartz and the Nepalese embassy, I imagine that they're the husband and wife, the ambassadors, they're eating, and then we kind of pan down the long table, and there's Quartz, who is not eating.
Nope. Well, like pretty much the first thing he asked when he got there was if he could take a picture with the ambassador, and so he has a picture of him shaking hands with the ambassador, and then as soon as he could send that back to Pixie, which probably arrived around that dinner scene there.
Nice.
But yes, he will just sit there and have polite conversation. We'll ask things like, are things very different in your country of Nepal than it is here?
Oh yes, of course, and he'll kind of break down some of the cultural, the cultural differences, and the way Nepal is seen as a country versus how the United States is as a world power, and the mean average income of people and their day-to-day life. He kind of breaks it down. It's on a personal level. It doesn't seem like unofficial. He's a good speaker. It's obvious that he got this job because he is an intelligent and well-spoken person. He seems really eager to share information about Nepal, but as he does, he also mixes in a lot of questions about the day-to-day life for like you on your planet, and
Quartz is sharing lots of things about the life in a collective on Xynus, and he tries to explain a few times over how the planet's name is sort of pronounced in the native tongue. So he keeps going, and there's probably a few attempts of, and then no, and then over and over, I'm like, well, that was close.
as Durga's wife is much closer at like nailing certain tonations of the pronunciation, but neither of them can quite get it. And she asks some questions about, well, as a collective and with your using sunlight, I would imagine that a lot of what causes strife here on Earth, food, resources, and the like, isn't even a concern for your people. Are there different societal strata? Are there people who are more fortunate than others within the collective, or is it truly an equal society?
And there's some confusion, like some like orange lights light up inside of him, like differences within a collective. No, there's differences between collectives, but a collective is is a collective, and it's like he can't find the words to actually explain like
She takes it.
that
She says, "Well, then how was it that you are here, but the rest of the collective is there? Was there a selection process?"
I am young among my people, and I was chosen, and our collective was chosen to send a an element to represent our people.
But surely within the collective there were other choices. So what was it about you that stood out? And they had to have made a decision. One entity within the collective is chosen. I'm not asking you to be egotistical, but I am curious. There had to be some kind of difference, something about you that caused you to stand out. That's why you were chosen.
If there was, I was not made aware of it. And there's suddenly like some blue, green. There's some color shifts going through Quartz's body. He seems to be a bit confused by the questions.
Cool. Very cool. Awesome. And so as the night kind of comes on and the food ends and they take you and they show you like this movie on a large screen and it's got like a documentary about Nepal and then a little bit later we show one of the servants is taking you up to your room and yeah, you see there's a bed and dresser drawers, like it's a nice bedroom for someone. How do we see Quartz dealing or negotiating with spending the night at this foreign embassy?
I think he will sleep as he always does, in his resting state, and not making use of the beds, not clearing the little carpet that was on the floor and putting it on the sides, and just a rock.
Cool. Awesome. So then when we kick over to Katana, are we going to leave it with her on the rooftop with the text back from Britt, or do we want to skip ahead?
Well, I'm not sure if Katana is still going to the signing. I think she is.
Ooh, let's skip ahead to that then. I think that would be a great place to kind of end things. So we pick into PAX Supers, which is this gargantuan convention center opening, and we've got people who are in cosplay and actual supers. And if you remember, you're at a signing table, and there's Jonathan Boy, son of American Boy, and Slug Thug, who was the gun for hire of the Silver Generation. And there, right in the middle, those tables are you, Jesse, and your dad's all eagerly signing. He's got these glossy black and whites of himself as Mist, and then there's some comic panels from. I really like this Alex Ross one, and it's the one that he's licensed to be able to sell and autograph, and he's even gotten a few like artist renderings of you, ASAP, like a blurry running ASAP. They look pretty good. They're good.
Okay, that's kind of. I think even though I'm at the low end of the totem pole as far as tables and the budget heroes, I'm probably all smiles and excited because I'm at a signing table.
I'll totally stand in line to get ASAP's autograph.
There's no line for ASAP's autograph.
Oh, that's very easy to.
Cool. So yeah, there's Katana out of costume, or
Yeah, out of costume, definitely. That's just weird enough already.
Cosplay yourself.
No. Jeans and t-shirt. That's fine. One ASAP is good. Like an entire hall filled with ASAPs, that's a little scary.
Oh, so did Katana see anyone dressed as ASAP?
Maybe.
It's up
I
to you.
suppose he's been on the news.
He's been on the
Quite
news.
recently. He's been
Opera House
showboating
thing.
quite a lot. Yeah.
Okay, cool.
I'm not getting that guy's autograph. I'm not selling fake ASAP.
Yeah, you come up and you see Jonathan Boy's got a little flask and he's poured himself a drink. Just throwing them back. He's got a stack of glossies, and there's the mist. He's got in front of the table. It's like the mist, and there's another one for ASAP. But this is definitely a lot quieter part of PAX Supers. This is the this is the off panels. It's like take a turn off of the main area, and then there's this row of tables where you guys are doing autographs. And hold on a second here. Sorry about that. Cool. So yeah, you come up to get ASAP's autograph?
Yeah. Hey, can I have an autograph?
Oh, cool. Jesse? Yeah.
You can make it out to Jesse.
Okay,
That
sure.
would be awesome.
He struggles with trying to how to sign it. And this is his first one of the day, and he signs it. And there you go.
Told you.
Can I if it's asking too much, you have to say so. But could I get a selfie too?
Sure. Sure. Yeah. He gets up.
And we take a cute selfie together.
Nice. Your dad's like, hey, if you want me to take the picture, I could do that too. I know the selfie's good, but then you always have the part of your arm thing. I could take a picture.
Yep, but then you can't be in the picture, Mr. Saunders.
Whoa. Oh, okay, that's true. The guy scoots out from behind me. He comes around, puts his arm. He gets in the middle of the picture, Not around each. I've got a Jesse on each arm.
My dad totally photobombs a selfie.
Yeah, sweet. So after you guys take the picture, there's a little chatter, and ASAP, you see that Hannah is walking up. And she sees Katana, and she looks upset, but just kind of hangs back near Slug Thug. So Slug Thug has a domino mask and a cat hat. You got this vest. So he was a gun hero. He was a gun-toting hero. And he's looking at Hannah dude, you want an autograph? Or you just want to stand there?
Katana is oblivious, thinking she's doing him a favor by keeping them company. So, totally fine.
And then ASAP is totally clueless as to know that this be an issue.
Oh no! You can pierce the mask! Pierce the mask!
Hey, Hannah. Oh, what? I guess I could. Look
at all these cool headshots you guys have.
Oh yeah, this one right here. And his dad starts to break down. So, yeah, this right here is a cover from the Amazings issue 43, which is based on a real story. It's pretty funny. And then Hannah walks over. You have pictures of yourself. That's cool.
Well, yeah, it's kind of cool. I mean, first time I've ever had a table, I guess. So, is it near the end of my signing shift?
Yeah, it's she showed up 5 minutes before the end of your little shift. Yeah. I'm early, so you can go and sit, do whatever. What's she doing here? Who is that? That's
Jesse.
Oh, right. Great.
Yeah, she just came over to say hi. She got a photo and stuff. Not many people showed up.
I want a photo too.
Yeah. Sure. He walks over to the table and Do you want me to sign it, or do you just want the photo?
I'll take the photo. Just stand right there. I'll pose with you. And your
Oh.
dad starts to get up and she's like, no, I don't want you.
Yeah, Dad, can you just take it? That's just, yeah.
Cool. And then she kind of steps into you, and you tower over her. I mean, she's like 4.5 feet tall.
Right.
So what do you do about that? Because if he tries to get her, you have to move way far back. What do you do?
I probably not realizing how awkward it is. I try to crouch, kind of to slump to bring my height down a little bit. It probably doesn't look so good.
Oh, well, she doesn't seem to mind, and when you crouch down, she waits for a second, and then she looks right at you, Katana, like kind of a mean girl look. But then the picture starts to happen, and she like cranes her neck up and kisses your cheek, ASAP, like right in time for the photo, and then turns back and smiles like ha ha ha. And your dad laughs like, "Oh, that's adorable. You guys need another picture, like a funny one where you make funny faces?"
Hey, you want? Yeah? Or no?
Yeah,
I
another
guess.
picture.
Yeah.
Better.
Sure.
We could do it better this time. You kiss me this time.
Oh. Okay. He probably leans awkwardly into the kiss, kind of trying not knowing she was wanting to pose it, or so he's leaning in and
She kind
at the
of
camera.
leans like, oh yeah, the cheek, and then she waits the last second, then she turns into it and kisses you. And then she stares right at you again, Katana, like, yeah, how you like that? Your dad laughs like, oh, that was not really a funny one. It's great though.
Oh, it's a funny one.
There you go, little girl. It's adorable.
I guess we're probably done here, Dad. Right? I think this is probably.
Oh, yeah, don't worry about it, son. I'll pack all this stuff back into the van. You head on off with
I'll
your
help
friends.
you. I'll help you, Mr. Sanders.
Oh, no, you... Wait. Are you with the middle schooler?
What, Hannah?
No, Dad. She's in my class. This is Hannah.
Oh, you look really young. And it's like,
Oh,
I'm well aware. Thank you.
great.
Let's go.
Yeah. I'll talk to you later, Dad. Jesse. Bye.
Hi.
Cool. So, yeah, you help the Mist gather up all of his little table stuff and all the glossies that were unsigned and everything. This is a pretty good year. I haven't done this in years. I really didn't think there would be any use in it.
Well, you should do it again.
I don't know. I think I lost like $1,000 on all the photos.
Oh. Well, it's such a nice family tradition, though.
I don't know. My wife thinks it's kind of egotistical, living in the past.
Well, maybe it's time to leave it to ASAP. He's going to do a good job, I think.
Yeah, I think so. Don't tell him I said that. He still needs to set high, lofty goals. If he thinks that we're satisfied now, he'll just coast. You know how kids are.
It's our little secret. Now about this katana.
Right. And he says, you know what, we'll come back to this. No one else has this table, so come on. And he'll start walking you along. And he takes you through a few tables, and then he will... Hold on, I'm going to get the picture of this person. Hold on a second here. So you ever met a guy named Chassis?
No.
Oh, well, he's a metallurgical wizard. Kind of a butthead, but really good stuffed with medals. Anyway,
Wow.
I talked to him, and he's really interested in no offense, but a normal using a really tricked out sword. So
Mm-hmm.
yeah,
None taken.
good.
Is he here?
Yeah, and so he leads you through, and you guys kind of go through the press of crowd, and we show just a couple frames like larger out at the huge packed supers crowd, and eventually you come into this area where it's like a green room for heroes who are not having to be on stage, and he's like calling out people like, "Hey, Thunder, whoa, how's it going? Oh, Electron, what's up?" And they're like, "Hey, what's up? Yes, this is great." And then eventually he comes to say, "Hey, Katana, this is Chassis." And Chassis looks over at you. He's got this kind of crazy glowing suit going on. And
Looks like he's from Tron.
yeah. And Chassis laughs like, "Oh yeah, they stole that from me." No, I'm just kidding. I'm not that old. Hey, nice to meet you, kid. It's Katana, right?
Well, yeah, but I'm Katanaless for the moment. Ha.
Ah, it's not good. That's not good.
No.
Yeah. Well, listen, if you want to stick with the katana thing, I assume, right?
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
Okay. Well, I've got a little something for you. A little something I whipped up, and he's going back over here, and he goes back and he hands you this katana and scabbard, and it's made of like this jet black, almost like obsidian metal, and yeah, it's there's no fabric on it whatsoever. You think that it'll slip out of your hands. Trust me,
Yeah.
it won't. Here, take it. And he offers you the scabbard like this, where you can draw the katana.
I draw it and do a few practice swishies.
Yeah, so when you draw it out, the first thing you notice is that it looks segmented, but it is perfectly balanced. And he says, "Now, there's a catch at the base. Go ahead and twist that." And then the tension lets out, and it's a whip sword with the serrated edges along the line, like this cable. He says, "That's a tight. You could rip someone in half with that, so be careful, honey."
Wow. That's amazing.
Thank you.
This is a really great job.
Hey, well, just remember, when you're famous, she's going to be famous, right, Miss? It's guaranteed Ace Epstein. Oh, right, sure. Anyway, when you're famous, just remember who made that for you. You don't have to.
Yeah, totally.
I don't even want to hear about it in interviews. Just as long as you know, and if anybody, needs something like that, just point them back to me. Yeah.
Yeah. Can I have your autograph?
Sure. Yeah. I mean, do you have a table? Are you giving autographs?
No.
It's one of those, like, he's asking it, but he's kind of being, like, nice when he says that.
Uh-huh.
And he whips out, he draws, like, Mist hands him a piece of paper. He signs real quick. He says, "Listen, good luck fighting evil, Katana."
Thank you. You make a great mysterious benefactor.
Hey, I'm just trying out a new role, you know what I'm saying?
It suits you.
So, hey, I've got a role. So we're even now, right, Mist? He says, "Absolutely." And he'll take off. And Jesse's dad's like, "Pretty cool, huh? Like whip sword and katana. You can always keep it a katana if you want. I mean, you may not want to break the mystique, because who wants to be known as whip sword? Right?
Yeah. But it's a great surprise, though, if you're ever stuck in a pinch.
Hey, you got some bruises on your neck. Are you all right?
Oh, yeah, that's fine.
Okay.
Action. All the time.
Cool. And yeah, nice. Pull it up. Sweet. Are you good with that scene? Like, can we flip out?
Yeah, and then she'll whip out her phone, and then she'll text Britt, and she'll say, "You never believe what just happened," or something like that.
Awesome.
Excitedly.
That's really cool. Yeah. If you like sword selfie, she'll freak out because that's the coolest thing she's ever seen. Yeah. So then we'll cut back to ASAP. This will be. I guess we'll kind of close out here because we've gone a little bit long. We'll close out with ASAP and Hannah. Imagine ASAP's hungry, right? He has like a crazy metabolism, so you're like standing in line. Standing in line at a food truck outside. Is that cool?
Yeah.
All right. So you're standing in line at a food truck, and she says, "I know your father didn't mean anything."
Oh, with the thinking you're young. Yeah, that's good. I'm glad he didn't hurt your feelings. He says stuff like that sometimes. I don't know why.
Is that how you normally kiss?
I'm sorry, what?
The kiss from the picture.
I'm sorry. I didn't catch part of that.
The kiss from the picture when we took the picture and we kissed. Is that how you normally kiss?
Oh, no, of course not. That was just I didn't know how you wanted the picture and you want me to show you?
Yes. Yeah, I do.
Oh, uh, gonna okay. And then he leans in.
Cool. She'll kind of stand up on her toes to meet you, with her head kind of resting on your shoulder as you have to kind of bend down a little bit. And it's it's a sweet little kiss on the city street on a nice warm day. And when you pull back, she smiles a little. Okay, you can hold my hand.
Cool. Okay. Yeah. And I guess we get our food and we go find a place to stand and talk and eat.
Yeah. Does that sound like a cool moment to cut scene there?
Yeah. ASAP and all the awkwardness.
Yes. You guys embody the awkwardness. Oh, I did find another picture of the original model that I'd used for Hannah, and I must show it now because it amuses me. So maybe this is after she was called a middle schooler. See, because here's normal. Here's normal. What? You call me a middle schooler? Cool. Okay. Well, let us move to our final questions here, and then we'll do some roses and thorns, and then done. So at the end of every session of our wonderful game, I have to go to the basic moves. There we go. Cool. At the end of session, we'll start with Will. At the end of every session, choose one. Do you grow closer to the team, grow into your own image of yourself, or grow away from the team?
Oh. I think with the moment of truth, I'll grow into more image of the legacy.
Nice. I love that. Go ahead and shift one label up and another down.
All right.
Sweet. And so now we move to Katana. Grow closer, grow into your own image, or grow away from the team?
She grew away from the team.
Why do you feel detached?
Well, Katana always felt slightly superior to all the other guys having all their issues, and she felt like the team leader who was all above all of that. And now that she found out that she actually has similar or has an equal amount of issues and maybe handling them worse, she doesn't feel like she has a good handle on herself or her team. And then I have to take influence over me away from another character.
Yep.
So that's... Wait, someone who has influence over me, I take that away.
Yes, exactly.
Huh. I don't really have any story-based reasons for that, so that's a bit random.
Yeah.
I have influence over you according to my character part, so
Oh, okay. Then I will add that because that was not on my
I
sheet, and
think. Actually, I
I will
might have
take that
got it
away.
wrong. No, I think I was.
Because
No, I
I
was
think.
reading the wrong one.
Oh yeah,
No,
Quartz,
yeah, no,
Quartz,
no.
ASAP, and Pixie have influence over me.
Yeah, no, Katana, I've got it on mine.
Oh,
So,
okay.
yeah. So do I lose that?
Then lose that. Maybe that makes the
You
most sense.
discovered and then lost it.
Yes.
Cool. Oh, Quartz, I'm sorry, man. I grew detached from most of the game. We'll talk about that in feedback. But did you grow closer to the team, grow into your own image of yourself, or grow away from the team? Jan is muted, so I don't know if he's talking.
Oh, sorry, I wasn't. I was looking very intently at like what I was going to do, and I wasn't sure that if you were talking to me. Because I'm having a hard time choosing.
Oh, well, if you're still choosing, I want to change
Oh.
my thing. Because it doesn't really make sense. I'm going to switch it to grow into your own image of yourself, which is phrased very positively, but I don't think it needs to always be positive.
I agree. Explain how you see yourself and why.
Well, she feels like she's, not as superior as she thought she was. So I will move Freak one up, and I will move Superior one down. That makes way more sense to me. Quartz.
So I'm having a bit of the same issue. Like, I was also thinking like, well, maybe grew away from the team, but then, like, it's not like one person I grew away from one person, so it's like,
I think that growing away from the team is more drastic.
yeah.
Like, someone has pissed you off, or someone has betrayed you, or hurt your
Yeah.
feelings, or...
Yeah.
Like, I think that's a more
But-
drastic action.
It makes sense
Yep.
maybe if you grow more into your image of
So
yourself
yeah, I
as an
think I'll
ambassador.
also grow more into my own image of myself. Because he has been doing actual ambassadorial stuff for his people now, which he hadn't really been doing much before.
You've been adulting.
Yes. And how does that affect my labels?
You want us to come back to you about the labels?
Yeah, sure.
Okay, cool. Yeah, give us a heads up when you're ready. Pixie, did you grow closer to the team, grow into your own image of yourself, or grow away from the team?
I think she actually grew closer to the team because she's she's dragged Kid Ragnarok into this whole situation.
Oh, wow.
I know I already have influence over him though, so I think I just get to play with his labels, right?
Explain who made you feel welcome. Give influence to that character in clear condition or mark potential, and then because he already has influence over you, then he can shift a label up and a label down on your sheet.
So I'm shifting her label?
Yes. She has given you influence, but you already had influence. Since it's a double up, then you get to shift labels.
Okay.
Mm-hmm.
Wow.
Wee! Because pretending to be my boyfriend was hilarious.
It was.
You're totally more dangerous. The whole vendetta is... And I feel, yeah, your savior is going down.
Oh no!
Because you're... or actually, maybe your freak is going down because of the whole...
Mm.
Yeah, I think your freak is going down. So that's... Yeah. Yeah, that's right. So you're a little bit more dangerous, but less freaky.
Excellent.
All right. And then last but not least, Kid Ragnarok, did you grow closer to the team, grow into your own image of yourself, or grow away from the team?
I think I've become closer to the team. I might have reverse engineered from what the results are because I think he's less afraid of being
Nice.
kicked out of the group. But I mean,
Who made you feel welcome?
I think Katana just made him panic, so I don't think I'm going to choose Katana. I think it would have to be Pixie.
Mm-hmm.
If it wasn't for the kiss, it would have been Katana, but that just... yeah, that's just panic attacks all around. Pixie.
Cool.
Hooray!
And I'm not afraid. Oh.
Excellent. And then we'll circle back. Did we... Oh, yeah, so you gave influence to Pixie. Pixie,
Yes.
Did you already have influence over Kid Ragnarok?
Yep.
So now you get to shift his labels.
I'm going to... I think I'm going to raise Mundane for the fake boyfriend. Because that was awesome. And I think I'm going to drop... I will also drop Freak on You. Oops, not that far.
Nice.
Yeah,
Drop it.
Not a -1.
Thank you.
And then Quartz, looks like you made your label shifts. What'd you shift?
Yes, I shifted down my savior because I'm not doing a lot of saving, and I shifted up my mundane because I'm doing the mundane job of ambassadoring.
Cool. All right. Now we'll go into roses and thorns. Hopefully everybody has some roses and some thorns as we tie up the mini-series of Masks High School for this rotation. We'll start with thorns and end with roses. And I think there are a lot of thorns. My main thorn is that I think I should have pushed harder towards mechanics, and for our next time that we come back to this, hopefully we come back to this, please say we come back to this, I'd like to just give everybody one full advance, just so we can start to see those mechanics in play. And I'm going to read the book, now that I have it, and try to better integrate the moves into play. Influence, I think, is some things that I really missed some obvious points where influence could have been pushed onto characters. Made you guys deny influence and the like. And having Dryad have influence over Kid Ragnarok, now that I think about it, doesn't make a whole lot of sense because she's an adult, and adults automatically have influence over you guys, so that wasn't much of a hard move. That was kind of a dunce move. So there are my thorns off the top of my head. Will, what thorns did you have?
There's so many great parts, it's hard to pick a thorn. I guess if I had to pick one, it would be... it's more on me, really, the moment of truth. It's like, that's awesome moment, but then it's like, I wasted it, because that was a whole advance on one thing that could have probably been saved for something bigger. And then I was like, oh, well, the fight's all over now, so... Oh. I don't know.
I'm sorry you feel like it wasn't super awesome. I was really impressed. I mean...
Yeah, and it's the season finale, so, you know...
Yeah, it seemed like a total moment of truth moment.
I mean, I liked it. It's
got
one
to
of
see
those things
badass
that's kind of like, it's spent, and then they're like, oh, well, maybe I could have saved that.
But
You
I
know-
think also it seems like when the way it's written that that's like one of those things. Like we always do heroic things, but that's like the one heroic thing you do that starts having consequences, right? That's sort
It
of how
does
it's
say
written.
so.
Yeah.
It definitely says.
Maybe it's character progression as well.
Yeah, I think I missed an opportunity in the next, not next day, but right after that at PAX Supers. I think there should have been a lot more buzz around ASAP because of that. That was a pretty showy and amazing thing, and I didn't flex my mind around the ramifications of that moment of truth and how it would impact PAX Supers. So maybe that's why I didn't feel like it was super awesome. Because there totally should have been people like storming your table. Oh, that would have been hilarious too, because then your dad would have all these like leftover pictures and just this huge line for ASAP. Oh, that would have been a much cooler scene. Dang it! I was trying to rush and I wasn't thinking well. Okay, good though. That makes sense. The moment of truth has always been weird for me. Like, as a selfish player, I would never bounce in advance on that. Like,
Yeah.
great, I get to go on God mode for a little bit. Awesome, but like.
But I could advance something else.
Yeah, but I don't know. I'm really happy you did it because I think it's a really neat thing to see in play.
It fit, and it actually ties into my rows that I'll get into later. But yeah.
And I think reading through the book, maybe I'm going to learn some more about Moments of Truth because I've never totally gotten it. Cool. So let's go to Jules. Thorn. Sorry, we're still on Thorn.
I don't really have any.
None?
Yeah, I really like almost everything of this system. I'm starting to wonder a bit because we're playing it kind of drama Monster Heartsy style, not at least, definitely partly due to me. But I wonder, like, now I'm starting to wonder what it's supposed to be played like, where like the way it was thought of, but and that doesn't really matter. It just matters that we have fun with it. I know that. But.
I play Monster Hearts wrong. I play Masks wrong.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah.
I play Apocalypse World wrong. All these games, I play them wrong.
Or you have so much fun while you're doing it.
I know. So, Rule 0 or something. Sure. No Thorns. Anything you'd like to see different?
No. I still like it. Well, I guess we've had a lot of scenes where we were apart. We've been splitting up a lot.
That's really good feedback. That's good feedback.
It would be fun to be more together. Oh, of course, it's fun to split up and then come back together. So.
Right. I think the pulling things back together is where I could have pushed on that a little better. You guys did a good job of trying to rope yourselves in, and I appreciate that. But like, there was literally one moment where all of you were together in one scene, and that's it. Jan.
I think my thorn is mostly that I made some bad choices by going like, well, I'll go off to the Nepalese. Like, I sort of removed myself from other ongoing stories, and then also like, I was really too focused, I guess, on what would my character do, how that would work, and then kept finding out more like I'm just removing myself from all the fun stuff.
I think that's because I gave you a false choice. Like, I gave you a choice that seemed like it'd be one thing, but because like in my mental timeline of cool things that were happening, I had created a situation. So I think you made the right choice for your character. I just didn't have enough follow through for cool things going on for Quartz, and maybe I should have taken some of the Thanksgiving stuff, and maybe you just went out for a dinner instead of spending the whole time. Like, maybe it was just Thanksgiving, and then I had the cool stuff happening on Friday, so the course is reintegrated back in. Definitely an opportunity for me.
It also helped me think about, like, because I was like, now it really doesn't make sense a lot for him to carry a cell phone because where we carry it, but then made me think like, oh hey, but actually there's someone who could make direct communication from anywhere, so that's helped me at least to think about my character a bit.
Okay, cool. Andrea, Thorns.
Jules stole mine.
Ha ha ha! You
I
have
think
to
that
say it
was-
again, only differently.
Only differently. No. Well, back when I was playtesting this in the original version, Brendan did say that he was having the same trouble, though, is with the group breaking up, and how he had to constantly rein us in and get us back together and get us back in the same scenes. So that's sort of an ongoing issue with teenagers.
Cool. Any other Thorns?
That was pretty much it, honestly.
Okay. Cool. Alex?
I I didn't even think about it until you mentioned it, but yeah, I think I would like to see some of that, the influence mechanics. I'm interested in seeing those kind of be a bit more used. I didn't even think about it until you mentioned it. So
Yeah, that's the thing for me. I got to get myself in the Mask's mindset to think about it because it's a mechanic that we were effectively coming and butting up against the move. I just never triggered it.
And I worried. I mean, I know you've all said about actually bringing more people together, but I was worried that I was butting into everyone's scene because for a while there, Kid Ragnarok was everyone scene. He was having a bit of joining in their thing, just tagging along. So I had fun.
Good. So we'll stay with you then, Alex. What's your rose?
Being completely blindsided by Katana.
Oh wow.
Yeah.
That's pretty brilliant. That was great. Because it leads to so much angst. Thank you.
Yeah. And the other main one was just all the NPCs. Hannah, especially. She was just. I mean, yeah, she was just. I guess spreading an awkwardness field around her.
Yes. Yay.
That was just amazing, and a load of the other characters were really good as well. But she was the one who stood out.
Good. Andrea, Rose.
All the relationship stuff. Everything from the surprise kiss to the pretend boyfriend. Everything. And the NPC's reactions thereof. To be absolutely clear, I mean, she totally intends to tell her father that is totally not her boyfriend, so don't worry.
Why doesn't no one call Kid Ragnarok out on his shit when he does stupid stuff like that? No one seems to stop
because it was funny.
It was funny.
Bleep, love, bloop. Do you too, Quartz.
Pixie feels it will teach her father a lesson about, getting all uppity about meeting her boyfriends. I Andrea understands that's Dad's job, but Pixie's just back off, Dad, you're cramping my style.
That was so good. I was glad to. Sorry, I liked both of the dads this time around. I enjoyed it.
I liked both of the dads, yes.
Both dads were fun. Okay. Jan, Rose for you?
It was a minor thing, but I really liked the little hook that you threw in, where ASAP's dad suddenly started speaking in Quartz's native language, and there's some history there to dig into. That made me it's put my interest a lot there. So I was cool.
Oh, cool. Good. I'm glad. Jules. Rose?
It was a really fun session. I really liked throwing what's the expression? Throwing a chain in the wheels, a cog in the thing, something in the machinery.
Monkey wrench?
What? Yeah, but
throwing a monkey wrench?
No, it's something in the something. Okay. Yeah, throwing a surprise ball in there. I feel like we used to do that more often when we played Apocalypse World, and now we sort of go more with the flow. So that was I just realized as I did it, and it was sort of fun to do. And all the NPCs were awesome. Yeah, the dads were the best. I have to say.
Sweet. I got a little experience playing a dad.
Apparently.
Not a dad of teenagers, but... Okay, awesome. Will, what about you? A rose from you?
I agree with everything that's been said so far, but I also love seeing the setup for future villains. I mean, there were so many hints at who we're going to be facing in, season 3 or whatever. I like seeing that. I like, obviously, Intrepid is probably going to be a factor. There's going to be others, probably Pixie and Dryad. I mean, just all those things leading to Doom. It's great to see the seeds.
Also, if you don't treat your girlfriend right, she turns into a supervillain. We know that now.
Oh
so.
yeah, that's always nice. Yeah.
I like that came from the lips of a player character. I didn't have to have an NPC to state that bon mot there. We're just
I also
doing
like
whatever-
how that person immediately turned around and kissed somebody else.
Yes. Oh, that's so good. Oh man,
Fear of commitment, it's real.
it's real.
It's real.
Yeah. So roses for me, I really felt like there were some interesting conflicts. Just hats off to all of you guys for such amazingly interesting characters. This game is so fun because of what you bring to it, and I can just have a scene where I'm like, okay, I really haven't seen how they interact with this person, and I'll throw that character out there, and you guys bounce off of it so well, and things. Intrepid, like showing up, I had no plans until I was like, wait a second, those two just kissed? I gotta monkey wrench that. Like, something's gotta mess up there. And I really should have had her influence of calling you, like, getting damseled. That's where I really should have had influence, like, hard, like, punch. Because I was setting it up, but for some reason...
That was good, yeah.
Yeah, but anyway, I'm going back into Thorns. I had a really good time. Yeah, I laughed a lot. Kid Ragnarok is hilarious. Like, just really great comic timing. And Katana's kiss, thank goodness. And Pixie giving in to something rather than like being really protective and saying, "Oh no, I would never do the stupid thing," even though I totally want that stupid thing. And just you kind of leaned into it, and that was really helpful. And the reactions of ASAP and his dad, and just that slight annoyance, but I respect you kind of thing, that was good. And really, just delightful. The watching the two of them. I'm glad that we were able to see their relationship in some way other than I'm really disappointed in you, son, which was kind of we were just hitting that over and over and over again. Like every time the legacy roll didn't go great, here comes Miss to be a dick. And here you got to be slightly geeky and you could see a little bit of where ASAP came from, so I was trying to mirror a bit of that, and it came off really smashing well. And Quartz, even though a lot of it was third person, the images of him with the Nepalese ambassadors and just this really so alien. It's amazing. You do such a great job of portraying a character that is truly an alien. It isn't just like the Star Trek alien, like put some shit on their forehead, boom, there you go. Like say some slightly weird words. Like his mentality is.
Well, that's one of those things that always annoyed me about Superman. Like, you're just a human with superpowers. It's not. You're not alien.
Yeah. So I that rocked. I really enjoy Quartz. I look forward to this again. Hopefully we'll find it on our schedule in a few months. Now, for those watching the channel, we are going to go off air for about a month. I'm going to be heading to Camp Nerdly. We're going to have some off-air gaming as we play around with some things, and then we'll come back in late June, July, post Origins, and we'll come right back with some new cool stuff. If you are itching for awesome games to watch being played, you should listen to the One Shot podcast. It's pretty great. It's a good AP podcast. Any other suggestions for anybody that like? So this is the point where we recommend other actual plays. I don't listen to a whole lot of actual play.
I quite like the Adventure Zone.
Adventure
That's
Zone.
quite fun. Yeah.
Is that on the 5x5 network? I think.
I think that's Maximum Fun.
Oh, Maximum Fun. Cool.
It's the Thingy brothers and the three brothers and the dad.
Right.
I forgot the club.
Oh, and if you're still into indie games, She's a Super Geek is a great little AP podcast. They mostly play comedic games, almost always one-shots. The idea is that it is always a woman GM running the games. They've played stuff like Heroin, not the drug, but the game by Josh Jordan, Ginger Goat Games. And they play a number of other games, including one of the 200-word RPGs from last year's contest. So totally worth checking out. That is it. Thank you all for playing Masks High School with me again, and I hope we can get it on the schedule soon. Have a great evening/afternoon, everybody.